Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Hey! What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Oh yeah, no YouTube today. No YouTube today. I'm a little traumatized from last time. And I know Big is also traumatized from last time. So I'm giving it some time. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? What happened? It's just a lot of people chatting all at the same time. And like everyone asking the same questions, no one like following boundaries, no one respecting boundaries, and Big just had to like spend the whole stream going like, hey guys, don't ask those questions. Hey guys, please read the rules. Here are the rules. Guys, please. So it was very stressful for him. I'm so sorry. So yeah, the people on YouTube are very enthusiastic to chat and stuff. Oh, I'm good with it. Honestly, I'm good. It was Big. You guys should give your love to him. Oh my goodness. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Is the music alright? Can you guys hear it? It's kind of low, isn't it? I feel like this is probably better. So yeah, how are you guys? How's everyone? Someone asked if the pipsqueak model will be permanent. Permanent in the sense where, like, in the sense that I'm gonna be using it all the time. No. This is gonna be my main model still.
Hello,
the pipsqueak.
what actor
Oh
you
my
used
god.
to draw? XDDDDDD.
What? Why does the TTS always like lag my stream so much? I don't get it. Yeah, what app do you use to draw? Can you draw me? Can you draw this character? Have you ever played Genshin? Will you ever play Genshin? Have you ever played this game? Can you draw my OC? Can you draw this character from the... It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, the pipsqueak model is gonna be like a, you know, like a secondary fun model. I'm actually struggling a little bit to figure out exactly like when to use it, you know? I guess it might kind of... What does it look like? You'll see on Friday. You'll see on Friday. Friday is gonna be the debut of that. That one is gonna be on YouTube as well because I want the VOD to be saved there. But yeah, I'm having a good day. Thank you for asking. There's this new kebab place that opened close to me, so I went there with Nev to try it out. It was pretty good. So that's good. Now we have kebab close to us. So yeah, pretty nice. I'm excited for Friday as well. It's a very cute model. There's a lot of stuff that I'm planning, actually. I don't know if you guys have seen some stuff on Twitter going around. I haven't been retweeting it at all. I have been trying to keep it as much of a secret as I can. But naturally not all depends on me. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing any stuff. If you haven't, that's good. My eye is very itchy. Like my right eye. But yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in the works. First time watching your stream, so I may ask dumb questions. No worries. So who is the octopus? So she's a squid, and her name is Calamari. But it's okay. It's a fair mistake. I wanna show you guys the... You guys haven't seen the channel trailer in a long time, right? I think it might be a good time to show you guys the channel trailer. How's that? It's been a hot minute since we last saw the channel trailer. But hello, my name is Mari. I am a magical girl VTuber. So I used to be a magical girl when I was in in high school. But then I lost my powers, very unfortunately, because I lost all my confidence in myself. So now I'm working on rebuilding my confidence so that I can transform into a magical girl again. I mean, technically I can still transform, but I'm not really fighting bad guys. I'm kind of retired. And Calamari is my mascot. Like every magical girl needs a mascot, I have Calamari. And Calamari is like my main mascot, but she's not my only mascot. And you guys can see these squids like all on the bottom of the screen. These guys are you guys. They're the Calamaris, so the people who support me, my subs on Twitch, all get their own Calamari, which is customizable and stuff. By the way, Friday, Calamaris, expect some stuff regarding the Calamaris on the Kalagotchi. So yeah, look forward to it. Hopefully there's gonna be some cool stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's my concept. So the calamaris are a species. They're the people who support me, and there's the main calamari, which is this girly here on the corner. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff. There's gonna be just some more customization options that I commissioned from JD. So yeah, I thought we've been having like the same customization options for a long time, like accessories and stuff. So hopefully, hopefully we'll get some more. Do you have some magical girl friends? I do have some magical girl mutuals. I don't know if that counts. But no, not necessarily any friends that I'm thinking of. You can sync the stream because every time it buffers, it continues from there. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Maybe it doesn't really tell me it's on my end, so it might be something about your internet, maybe. Change outfit, gotcha. Just for you, I'm gonna transform real quick. Check this out. Huh. I should add some sound effects to this. It's probably possible with the Stream Deck. How do you customize your thing? You gotta go to my profile about section. And you'll see there that there's a stream avatars option, and it's all there. But the calamaris are just for Twitch subscribers, so we won't be able to see it. Unfortunately, I don't have a calamari for everyone. Yeah. Oh, and then of course you guys can bomb them. You can also duel with each other. I don't know if you can hug. I actually don't know. I think there's like a way. You can make them dance too. Let me see. I think, yeah, look. The little one here is dancing. So yeah, you can do stuff like that. Wait, can you hug on the do they hug on the thing? Wait, let me see. Oh, everyone started dancing. I don't get it. But yeah, there's some stuff you can do. Oh no. Kinobio attacked Neko. So yeah, they're very cute. They're very cute. So yeah, today is gonna be an art stream, very regular art stream. I don't know if you guys remember the artwork I started last week, the Genshin girl. So the video is supposed to come out on the 15th or 16th. Let me look at it. Yeah, it's supposed to come out on the 16th, and I haven't finished the drawing, so hopefully I will finish it today. And then I'll have like a video to send to the sponsor. So you know, we're a little bit late, but like, you know, it might not be any issues. But so far we're a little bit late, so hopefully I can finish that today, so that I can work on the video. So yeah, thoughts between old magical girl animes versus Madoka Magica. I think both are very valid. Madoka is my favorite anime, because it is a deconstruction of precisely, you know, regular magical girl shows. I think that would be like comparing something to a satire of what, you know? Let me think. So I guess you're comparing two different genres, right? Because Madoka is not... It is a show about magical girls, but it's not a magical girl genre show, right? It's a seinen. So I think they're very different. They're very different. I love Madoka. It's the anime I consider my favorite anime. But yeah, you like my Tamagotchi? Yeah, it is a big part of my lore. All these little guys on the bottom of the screen, they actually live inside the Tamagotchi. We call it the Kalagotchi. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna show you guys. You guys deserve to see. You guys deserve to see my lore video, because I put a lot of effort into it. It's actually my channel trailer on all my socials, but a lot of people haven't seen it. So you know what? We're gonna be seeing it right now. We're gonna be seeing it right now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Oh, hi guys. I have this camera from yesterday. I forgot to turn it off. That's messed up. I thought this would never happen to me. I'm in Australia. Oh my god, my face is all red now. That sucks, dude. Okay. Well, this is what happens when you don't prepare the stream beforehand. Let me show you. Let me show you. Oh my god, let me show you the thing. So this would be it. Australia, because I'm upside down. Alright, I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to watch this. So let's watch it. Accidental face reveal. I never thought that would happen. That's okay. Alright, let's watch it. Let's watch it. If you watched it, you're gonna watch it again. You're gonna watch it again. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Mari. I'm just a regular high schooler who loves her pets, drawing, anime, and video games. Yep, a perfectly normal high schooler with nothing special going on. At all. One day as I was walking home, I saw a little alien squid in a box. How heartless can someone be to abandon them like that? I took her home and she told me her name is Calamari. That's how we became best friends. The other day we were chilling and... Calamari spat something? That's a little gross. So I put on the hair clip and there was this light and...
Mari, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? My self-introduction.
From 10 years ago? You haven't been a magical girl since high school.
Yeah, sure, but I'm still the same person.
Girl, what? You spend your days drawing, not fighting bad guys. Mari, face it. You used to be a brilliant magical girl, but that time has long gone. You can't keep pretending like this.
How will anyone find me interesting then? I literally peaked in high school. Now I'm just a random artist who pretends she has it together.
Hey, do you know why you lost your powers?
Yes, because I grew up. I'm too old.
Mari, there are women over 30 who are still magical girls. It's because you lack confidence. You have to believe in yourself more.
But what is there to be confident about? What's there to like about someone like me?
What? Your art is treasured around the world. Cuteness is universal.
Sure, but that doesn't mean they like me.
I have the perfect solution.
Where am I? What is this?
VTubing. Humans from the live-action realm love to interact with anime people. This way, you can show off your skills and your personality. Hey, you read the script.
Please come to my debut?
This
May
was
7th,
almost a
I'll be
year
showcasing
ago.
my new Life 2D model. And there's also a few more surprises. See you there. So that's it. That's that was my debut trailer, and that's also my lore. Eating your art and gulping it up my throat and explodes of magical fairy dust because the art. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, this is the channel trailer, and also the thing. If I go on my can I go on my Twitter? Will it be safe? Yeah, it should be safe. Currently, this is my now this is the second trailer of the debut from Friday. Is the magical girl thing like a metaphor? Not really. I mean, it's VTubing, right? So you can be anything, right, as a VTuber. But I guess it's up to interpretation. It's up to interpretation. Like, whatever you can identify with, right? Whatever you can relate to. I'm glad you guys like the trailers. They're a lot of work. And Izzy did a great job as Calamari. For sure. This is the second one. Hey, Calamari?
Everything all right, Mari?
I was just wondering, what exactly happens to the other Calamaris? The people who support me?
Oh, that's easy. Part of their soul gets installed in your Kalagachi
There
and
we go.
materializes as a digital squid in that world.
So they just live in there?
Yes, it's so much fun every single day.
I see.
I know what.
Thanks,
I'm gonna
Calamari.
stay.
Living in the Kalagachi, huh? I wish I could visit it someday. Huh? Where am I? Whose house is this? There, that's it. That's all I show you. A lot of people were pausing on this frame. On this frame specifically. Yes, this model is by Strawberry. I commissioned them. It's because she got scared. So yeah, you were asking what the model looks like. It looks like this. It's just a little guy. And this is the interior of the Kalagachi, because I would like to see it. This is where you guys live, the Calamaris. And you can see a little bit of the background of the new stream background when I'm inside it. It's so cute. I love this, like, I love this part. It's so cute. Like the way she just like, it's very cute. Very
Is
very
this
cute.
new model debut?
Yeah, it's gonna be on March 15th, so it's gonna be on Friday, not today. I'm just showing the trailer. Because, you know, I put a lot of effort into this. Of course, this trailer didn't have as much effort as the other one. But, like, I put effort on my trailers. So, you know, it's kind of sad that people won't see them, right? So every now and then I should just, like, remind you that, hey, I did this. Why don't you use the Family Guy background? Because I like drawing everything myself. I think it gives a special... I think it gives a more special... You know what? Let's start drawing. I think it gives a really special like vibe to the stream and stuff because I'm an artist, right? And as much as I can, I would like to draw things myself, you know, and make everything myself. I would love to make a calamari plushie in the future. I think that would be really nice. I would really. Oh, JD, hi. We were just talking about life inside the Kala Sketchy or the Kalagotchi. I always keep changing the name. And JD was the person I commissioned. If you can get a shout out for JD, that would be awesome. JD is the amazing pixel artist who made the calamaris on the bottom of the screen and who also worked on the beautiful accessories that will be debuting as well on Friday. Too sweet? No, you deserve it. Okay. Shout out. I think it's with the slash, not with an exclamation point. I think that's it. It's so confusing. There's so many different commands. Oh my god. I'm glad you like this. This is for a Genshin YouTube short that I gotta make. I gotta make for them. I'm very excited for the stream on Friday as well. I don't have a plan yet. And I think that might be bad. I don't have any plan. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet. How did you do the hair color fade? Oh, it's easy. So, oh, I did it on the same layer, so I can't really show you. But like, I'm gonna do it again. So, imagine if this was like the hair color, right? Like this. What I do is I get a really fluffy airbrush. You know, just the regular soft airbrush, like the regular ones. Thank you, mods. Thank you. Hey, Pixie, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And what I do is I get a really fluffy, like, airbrush, you know, the soft one, like on Clip Studio, like the regular one. And then I select, like, the skin color. And oh, Rickles is also here. Oh, hi, I guess. I'm just kidding. And then what I do is I just kind of like softly like I don't know how to like explain it, but I just kind of like does that make sense? Do you ever just yeah? So that's it. That's how I do it. So I hope that kind of helps. But yeah, what do you gotta do? Hi Koro as well. Getting you banned from Mungie Monday? No, I just joined. That's so evil. I literally just joined. I'm still doing my best not to be weird to everyone. And now you're already cutting off my wings. That's crazy. Wait, I actually do have wings. So, you know, literally cutting them off. Like that. Watching one of your vids and I saw you were streaming. Well, welcome on in. Thank you for stopping by. Very, very sad. Very sad. I can finally play Mungie. And you cut my wings. Don't fly too close to the sun. So I was supposed to give Genshin a like you know, like a not a teaser, but like a sketch, like a draft of the full video before it's supposed to be posted, and it's supposed to be posted on the 16th, I believe. So I really gotta like hurry up a little bit on this. I've been not really slacking. I'm just very burned out from Genshin, as you guys know. So I've been kind of trying to work on other stuff. Hello, Mani. I took your advice and told my friends to do her own heart stuff on my VTuber, and it's coming out so well. I'm so glad. I'm really glad, Hearts. I hope you end up enjoying it even more than your, you know, original like idea. That makes me very happy. Is the schedule supposed to be on screen or is my stream glitching? I think you need to refresh. Because that would be my offline screen. You still have the wings, stop lying. Well, that's because I haven't let Rickles get to them yet. Why I always love drawing Genshin characters? I don't love drawing them. They're very hard to draw. Yeah, I'm drawing Chiori from Genshin Impact. Maybe I could write it on the screen actually. And then once we're done with this, I would like to draw Peach. Because the game's coming out and I would like to... unless people start getting weird about it. But I would like to... Oops. I would like to draw her as well. Wow, wow, the whole model for free, that's amazing. That's really amazing. I hope everything goes amazing. Cause that's a huge present. It's an alliteration in German. Wait, how do you Mari Wednesday? How do you say that in German, Farblo? I'm always looking for puns to add to the streams. Can you guys hear the music fine? It's kind of low for me. Huh. Let me know. Mari me fuck. I don't know how to speak, but that's cool. That's cool. That's great to know. German, I usually feel pretty confident in most languages that I can like at least somewhat pronounce it like at least more or less similar to something that would resemble it. When it comes to German, I just cannot. German is like, I don't know, it's like a final boss of languages for me. Does this character have a lipstick or something? I do think she has some eyeshadow going on. I do think she wears makeup, but let me check, because she is a seamstress, so she makes clothes and she's like into fashion. That's all I know about this character. And I think she's also like very full of herself and very confident. We love a confident woman. Let's be real. So you know. I like, oh yeah, she does wear a little bit of eyeshadow, so I would like to add that. You speak Portuguese? Yeah, I speak Portuguese. I also speak a little bit of Spanish. Portuguese is my main language. It's the language I speak the best, and it's the language I'm smartest in. If I ever sound dumb to you, you gotta remember. She would sound much smarter in Portuguese. Because it's the truth. Thank you, Canal Panda. Wait, what did Canal Panda do? I mean, Canal Panda showed me anime for the first time. Sue. I love how that became like a meme. Ronaldo's so funny. I wouldn't understand all the things you would be saying if you were speaking Portuguese. That's true. That's true. That's the reason why I speak English. It's because I would rather... First of all, if you speak English, if you make content in English, of course, like, your base, like... not fan base, because when you start, you don't really have a fan base, but, like, the potential fan base, right, is a lot, like, broader. Like, if you speak Portuguese, your fan base only has the potential to reach, like, you know, Portuguese and Brazilian people, maybe some African countries, maybe Angola, Mozambique. I'm not really sure, like, how... I'm not really sure how they consume content. But, like, it's a lot less. Of course, there's a lot of Portuguese and Brazilian people, especially Brazilian people. But it's kind of like... I feel like if you're at least somewhat fluent in English and you want to reach as many people as possible, English is always like a good I'm unfunny in both languages. That's not true. That is not true. I've heard your jokes. You are funny, Neko. Oh, I'm gonna do an April Fool's stream, alright. It's not gonna be for Portuguese. But that is a good suggestion. First Mari stream to reach 0 viewers. Oh my god. First Twitch partner stream to have 0 viewers. So yeah, the way I just add like a little bit of color to this is by using the fluffy airbrush and just like very lightly sweeping it a little bit, like with my... It's so funny that I did like accidentally had my camera on when I started the stream. If I was a famous VTuber, that would be like everywhere. Like on those clip channels. Like Marikyuun accidentally reveals her face. Shocking! That would be it. I'm actually planning a face reveal video. Just to get that out of the way, you know? Not that my face is a secret, but... It's fun to get that. It's fun to make like a whole thing about it. There's already a face reveal. This usually doesn't happen. But I am working on you know, the camera was on because yesterday I used the camera on stream. I was showcasing a book I got. Thank you. I'm glad I showered today. I am so glad. I took the day off to shower. You have to be confident before showing your face. Do I? The thing is I never hid my face. Like when I started streaming before I was a VTuber, I was a camera streamer. So I was showing my face 3 times a week here on twitch.tv. I only started being a VTuber, I started as a PNG tuber not even 2 years ago. Before that I was doing camera streams the whole time. So you know, so it's not really something. There's also the fact that since I'm an artist, I go to cons every now and then, right? And a lot of people will see me at these cons. What's this? Huh? What? Okay, what happened to the halftone? Okay, halftone brush was messed up. But I do go to cons quite often. And people end up like seeing my face there, right? And a lot, like sometimes people want to take pictures with me. Sometimes, you know, I want to take pictures of the booth, all that stuff. As a YouTuber, I would also love to start going to cons as like, you know, invited guest or artist or something like that. So I feel like it's useful that people know my face. I feel like I'm also partnered with Nintendo Portugal. So, and I've been interviewed like once for like an activity we had at Nintendo Portugal. So like it's just so that people don't think it's weird whenever it happens, you know? I guess it would be like people like Marikyuun, right? Who, you know, has like their anime character and people know her as like the anime character, but if she shows her face, no one thinks it's weird, right? People are already used to seeing her, you know, at cons or at videos, stuff like that. So that's kind of the, I guess, the status I would like to have as well as a VTuber. So like I'm a VTuber, but if you see my face, like you don't freak out, right? I love Gerudo Valley. It's one of my favorite songs from Zelda. So, so good. Oh yeah, Jaden as well. Jaden also started showing her face. And it was all fine, right? So I would like to reach a certain, like, I guess the same, like, status when it comes to VTubing. Like, you're a VTuber, but people know your face. And it's okay. What is this? Why is this gray? Oh, I messed up that. Thank you for the hydrate. Feels less weird to me than her VTuber model. Yeah, it's true. Because the VTuber model is pretty recent, right? But I guess if the VTuber model was like the character she usually has on her videos, maybe you wouldn't feel that way, right? Because that was like probably the first image that you associated with the person. Hello, Monty. How's your day going? It's going well. Thank you for asking. Day's going good. Working on some Genshin stuff, as always. And having a good time with my chat. Did Nyanner's do face reveal? Yeah, I think she did. But like, Nyanner's face was already pretty... Like, if you've been following Nyanner's for a while, I think Nyanner's was kind of like in a similar position as I was. Like, if you were familiar with her content, you would be familiar with her face. Cause like, she used to show it before. When I say before, I mean like 10 years ago. That's when I remember Nyanner's. New here and I love your art. Thank you so much and welcome to the stream. Oh, is this good? Oh yeah, I just remembered. I'm almost finishing Persona 3 Reload. Very, very close to the end. I have until Saturday to finish it because that's when the Xbox Games Pass like expires. I did not... I canceled the subscription so that I don't get it like again. So that I don't have to pay for it again. So I have until Saturday to finish that. Oh, you're good, Neko. I think they were just, like, explaining it. I don't think they were trying to be rude either. Oops. I love this song. Yeah, you guys are good. You're all good, I think. Adding some halftones. I got a comment on Newgrounds recently that was like, it made me think for a while because it was like, I wish you were more bold with your halftones, with your halftone placement, which made me think like, damn, that's true. But at the same time, it made me think like, how do you suggest I do that? Because like, I don't know how to do that. So it was just kind of like a mix of, yeah, like I wanna, yeah, that like, sure, but how? It was a mix, like a mix of feelings, like yeah, you're right, that could help, but like how? I've got no idea how I can, I guess, improve my usage of halftones. I'm not very good at it. Yeah, the mods are great. I appreciate my mods a lot. Especially because a lot of them are new to modding, but even then they were down to help me out. And that means a lot to me. My brain cannot sit still. I have the TV on and I'm watching a stream. Oh, that seems like a lot of stimuli. When I was a kid, and even now, I find it difficult to just sit down and watch something. When I was a kid, I was always like drawing as I was watching stuff on TV. A lot of people go like, "Oh yeah, Mari, you're so good at drawing. Like you were so good at drawing when you were 13." But it's like, when I was 13, how do I explain this? When I was 13, I had already been drawing every single day of my life for several hours for almost 10 years. Like, I've been drawing every single day of my life for several hours since I can remember. Like, this is not a joke. This is real. Like, I was drawing a lot when I was a kid. And I think that's why when I became a teenager, I was already like pretty good at it. And that's how like my drawings didn't suck that much. It was because like I was already so experienced at it. And I think this is something a lot of people don't recognize and don't like and don't think a lot about, because it's like people usually associate skill with age, but I don't think you should be associating skill with age. I think you should be associating skill with like time spent on an activity, right? Because I was drawing for like 4 to 5 hours each day during school, and then when it was no, not 4 to 5 hours a day with school, maybe like 3 hours a day with school. And without school, like during weekends, I was drawing way more, way longer, like maybe 5-6 hours. So by the time I hit my teenage years, I already had, I don't even know like how many hours in drawing, but like, you know, thousands and thousands. So it's kind of like I already had a bunch of experience in drawing, and I had already learned a lot from my mistakes, from past mistakes, from a bunch of stuff. So it's interesting to think about it like from that perspective. Did drawing at school take a toll on your grades? Not really. I was always a good student. Like, I've always kind of accepted that as long as my grades are good, I can do that. That's what my parents also always had like this. My parents were very busy with work most of the time, so they were always like, as long as your grades are good and as long as, you know, like you're doing fine, you can do whatever you want. Like, if you wanna go sit on the if you wanna go on the family computer and watch Sonic Amy AMVs for like 5 hours, go ahead. As long as you do your homework and as long as like your grades are good. And they were always good. So like, I never really got in trouble, I guess, for... I also drew in class a lot. I don't quite remember if I ever got in trouble for it. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think teachers really cared. Like, as long as you were paying attention, I don't really think teachers cared a lot about, like, whether you were drawing or not. Your work is astonishing, thank you. I think you over-exaggerate a little bit. I don't think my work's that good, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I think most of my teachers were very chill. I only had, like, in high school and philosophy class. Because philosophy is mandatory here in Portugal for high school. And my philosophy teacher, one time he caught me, like, doodling in class. And he just, like, he was like, "Are you paying attention?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, so what was I just saying?" And I repeated it to him. I was like, you were saying this and that." And he was like, "Okay, then you're good." Like, I was just making sure that this wasn't distracting you. If it's not distracting you, feel free to draw in my class as much as you want. So it was very chill for the most part. I think I also had good teachers in general. Philosophy. I liked philosophy class. I gotta be honest, philosophy in high school was the subject that made me learn how to properly structure my thoughts into words. Especially like in writing, you know, like you know how sometimes you gotta structure like your ideas into like a fully structured like text. That I learned to do that in philosophy class. Like, to me it was very important. It helped me a lot in my life and in other subjects. So I'm very thankful we had philosophy classes, to be honest. I hate it when people saw my drawings. Yeah. I understand the feeling. I'm also quite shy, but not really with my art. To be fair, I wasn't I wasn't really like spending my breaks in school drawing either. I wasn't like the shy kid who would like hide in a corner to draw, you know? I usually drew at home and during class. Because breaks were for playing football with the other kids. Yeah, philosophy is, I think it's mandatory in Portugal, but I've never like heard of any other country having it be mandatory. And I think that's really interesting. I don't know if it's mandatory in any other country, but in Portugal it is. It is one of the few subjects that is like mandatory no matter what field you choose, no matter what field you're studying. Because, like, for example, if you go to a scientific field, you're not going to have art class, right? If you're going to a history field, you're not going to have like biology. But philosophy was the one that like everyone had. I don't really remember like any philosophers that I particularly liked. To me, philosophy class was more so about how I learned to properly express my thoughts coherently in a structured sentence, you know? And I think that's really useful for every single subject, right? It's mandatory. It is mandatory in no science sections. Oh, I see. So you need to have philosophy unless you are in unless you're in science. Here I went to science and I chose science and still needed it. I think the mandatory ones were philosophy, English, Portuguese. What else? I think that was it. Philosophy, English, Portuguese. I mean PE, but PE is not really like a subject you gotta study for, right? At least I was lucky in my school. On PE, like your grade was literally like the grade depended solely on your effort. So even if you were bad at sports, if the teacher could see that you were putting in the effort and trying hard, they would give you like a grade as good as like the, you know, the Olympic medal students. So that was really good. Hello Joe, how's it going? So that I feel like that was really good about my school, was the fact that at least in PE, effort was very much recognized. Like, I was never good at PE, I was never good at running, I never had a lot of stamina, I was never good at sports, but I always tried really hard. Mostly because, like, I was not getting any other, like, physical activity outside of it, so I just kind of, like... By the way, kids, do not take physical activity for granted. I promise you. You really shouldn't take it for granted. Because, like, especially after COVID, it's become, like, really, really difficult to just stay active in general. And oh my god, is it difficult to move. Like, unless I actually, like, force myself to go to the gym, it will be very difficult to, like, move, you know, in general. So, always go to your PE class and do your best to keep moving, because moving is really important. And there will be an age in your lifetime where your body is not gonna respond as it used to. I promise. Do I enjoy going to the gym? Not particularly. I've been starting to learn to take a little bit of enjoyment in it, but like, it's something I really have to force. Like, it's not something I'm like... I was thinking of doing an art piece for April 25th. What do you think? I think that's great if you want to do it. If you want to do it, I think it's a great thing. Art is supposed to be for ourselves, after all. Clickery, thank you for the tier 1. Why do we not have... Oh, there it is. And by the way, we had another sub at the start of the stream.
Wow, so many months.
It was Sir. Thank you so much for the prime, by the way. I don't know if you're still here.
Wow, so many, wow.
How's it going, Clickery? Sisters are doing it for themselves. Yeah, art is fun to do. It's a great creative outlet. I keep saying this. I know I repeat myself a lot, but we do spend a lot of time together after all, chat. It's natural that the stories start repeating, right? Went to the doctor today so we wouldn't lose the family doctor. Wait, that's a thing? If you don't go for a while, do they just like remove it? Really? I didn't know that was the state of our healthcare. That's crazy. Thank you for the hydrate. I see. I haven't gone to mine in a year. That should be fine. I should go though. I kind of don't want to do blood tests though. That's annoying. It's kind of a pain. Oh, you got a letter. Wow. How long has it been since you last went? They're like plants. Yeah, if you don't nurture them properly. That's crazy. 6 years ago. Oh, that's a long time, yeah. I try to go like yearly. As I try to do like... I try to do some blood tests, you know, all that stuff, but it's a pain in the ass, I get it. Like, I understand. It do be a pain in the ass. Yeah, you can just pet the VTuber. The VTuber would appreciate it. I love referring to myself as the VTuber. That's so funny. Like I'm some sort of animal. Oh yeah, but after the debut on Friday, I'm excited about I'm excited, I guess, to know in which situations it will be good to use the model. Does that make sense? Because I feel like the Pipsqueak is not gonna be like my main model. But even then, I want to use it even after the debut, right? So it's like, in which situations would I feel like a little Pipsqueak, you know? In what days do I feel like a little Pipsqueak? I guess I could also ask chat, like, hey guys, do you want Pipsqueak today? And everyone's gonna be like, yeah! At least for the first months. I know for the first couple of months that's gonna be it. Have it as a redeem. Regarding the redeem, I think that's a good idea. Days you feel tired or shy. I feel like it should be the opposite, actually, because that model is chaotic energy. So I was thinking about the Pipsqueak point reward, but there's something that is kind of weird. You know what, chat? I'm gonna test it out. If the stream dies, it's your fault. Okay. So something I wanted kind of to test out is, so I use this program called Shoost, which is the program that allows me to have, like, you know, this beautiful lighting on my model. You guys might not notice, but let me turn it off. So this is my VTuber without Shoost, right? And this is with. So you can really tell the difference, right? It's gonna be like when you get hit by thunder in Mario Kart, true. So yeah, it's a big difference, right? It's a huge difference, right? Yeah. And so this is a program that I use, and whenever I change my model with the program on, let me go back to art. Whenever I changed my model, you know what? I'm gonna hide my model so that I don't spoil the Pipsqueak. But where's my model? There it is. So whenever I change my model, I think Shoost like crashes. Let me check. Okay, so I changed my model. I have the Pipsqueak now. Oh, it's so damn cute. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, whoa. No, never mind. It did not crash. Interesting. Okay. No, never mind. The dream is alive, guys. It's possible. Yeah, it can be a point redeem thing. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, it's tested. It has been tested. There I am. Your art style is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. So yeah, I guess that was good to see. That was good to know. So yeah, it can be a point redeem. That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. There's something I'm worried about though. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do the bonks with that model. I think I can do the bonks, but it won't have the effects that the current bonks have. It's gonna be strange. It's definitely gonna be strange. Amazing art, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're currently listening to Pokemon music, indeed. This is Sun and Moon, I think. But this is a playlist with a lot of music, not just Pokemon. Alright. I think this is like done. My favorite music genre. My two favorite music genres, Persona 5 and Among Us. Ow! So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be possible with the little guy. Mostly because I use different programs. This has been a mess. It's been a mess. I keep using I use different programs for everything. VTubing wise. Have you heard Zelda music? Like, you mean like ever? Yes, I have heard Zelda music in my life. At least twice. Yeah, welcome on in, Leaf Green. Leaf Green. I hope you enjoy your time here. We're a very chill community. I'm not a huge streamer, but we do have some cool people around. You like my squids? I'm glad. I love my squids because they're you guys. Okay, I think we're almost done with this. mods so that you don't have Zelda music. That's crazy. That would be a crazy mod. I do know that when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, the first mod that appeared on Game Banana was a mod to remove the Ed Sheeran song at the end. Yes, this is the new Genshin drawing. It's gonna be the only Genshin drawing this month, which I'm very thankful for, because it's giving me a lot of work. But this is a special one. It's because there's a new, there's like a new patch. Wait, it's like a new version of the game. I actually need to ask my producer because I have no idea what this character is for. But I think there's gonna be like a new banner and like a new character thing going on, like a new character story. I think that's it. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know, why are they paying me? Oh, it updated yesterday. Oh, that's why they want the video to come out. Yeah, I need to finish this ASAP. So I assume this girlie is the girl on the banner, right? I feel so bad because I don't know jack shit about Genshin. I don't know anything. But like I have a lot of appreciation for the game. I'll just say that. Though I do think that I might not renew my contract with them simply because I'm very like exhausted of like making Genshin content and exhausted of like the fans, like the Genshin fans that comment on my videos. It's a lot. It's just a lot, especially as someone who doesn't know much about Genshin. It's a lot. What is my strategy for calling the line art? So I usually do my line art all in black. I do my line art all in black, and then I kind of do like, yeah, I guess I kind of try to do like darker color than the color it's touching, right? So in this case, like, it's touching this gray thing, so I could leave it black, but I'm just gonna try to... Yeah, there's not much lighter you can go here, right? Same for this one. So here it's like a yellow, right? It's touching a yellow, so I'm gonna make it an orange, right? Just gonna like slightly slap it in there. Also the light source is like illuminating this area, so I don't mind making this lighter here. I don't really put a lot of thought into it. I just kind of go with my gut, you know? Just kind of go with the vibes. So yeah, this is orange, so I'm gonna do like darker orange. Same thing, oops. Same thing here. So yeah. Just that. You do brown line art? I never went back to black. unless it's for manga pages. In traditional art, I really love brown line art. But I think it really depends on your work, right? And it depends on what you want to do with it. Let me look at this girl again. Oh, she does have some stripes here. Does she? Oh, yes, she does have some stripes here. So this part, I'm gonna have to make it gray or... Oh no, not the bot, like, dragging Koggy. No! Koggy, it's okay. You can hug other people. You don't have to be alone, Koggy! That is really funny. I would love to make merch. It's weird. I've always been like really afraid of doing stuff when I don't know how it's gonna be received. So for example, I only really made the VTuber model when I was sure I had like a big enough audience to make it not completely flop, if that makes sense. Like the debut and all that stuff. Like I worked very hard on a debut like teaser that I could at least so that I could have said that so that I can say that, you know, I tried my hardest to make things work, right? And for me, when it comes to merch, I'm always scared because everyone always says they're gonna buy it, but then because if you do like an interest check, for example on Instagram, and you do like a poll, everyone is gonna comment that yes, they are interested. Yes, we can duel. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you run like interest checks like on Instagram, etc., everyone's gonna say that they're gonna buy it. But then you start for example, you start pre-orders and then like people weren't actually interested to begin with. So I'm always like super scared when it comes to big things like merch drops, etc. Because I'm always afraid that there won't be enough interest, you know? Yeah, it seems like the duel isn't working. Huh, I wonder why. Maybe try that again without tagging Clickery. No, that doesn't make sense. That should work anyway. So I'm always afraid of doing like big things without making sure that it's gonna work out. And something that I do notice is that most of my audience, especially on YouTube, is very young. Because like you can argue that, Mari, you have like hundreds of thousands of followers. Like of course someone's gonna buy merch. And while that's true, a lot of the viewers, a lot of like the followers I have like on YouTube, they're very young. So I don't think it's people that are gonna want to buy merch. So I don't know. Let me buy a shirt with a really stretched out PNG of your face. You can do that. I allow you to really stretch my face on a PNG and make that shirt yourself. That's not merchandise I'm going to offer. You have my blessing to do that yourself if you want a shirt like that. Genuinely. You have my blessing, Clickery. Do it. Where did that idea come from, by the way? I wouldn't buy your merch, I would steal your merch. See, that's not great either. Because if you steal it, there's no profit, right? Lou! Oh my
Cutie
goodness!
on the outside, thin cutie on the inside. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hi.
How are you doing, sweetie? Thank you for the subby. Thank you for stopping by. We're drawing some Genshins today. It is always very painful to draw the Genshins. don't know this lady? This is a new Genshin character. I think she came out like yesterday or so, and Genshin asked me. Genshin is asking its content creators to, you know, to hype it up, right? I do not have a favorite octopus Pokemon. Are there even more than one octopus Pokemon? Okay, I think we're done with the drawing. Now I just need to put it on, what do you call it? On Photoshop, and that's it. And do some final, like, shenanigans. That's a lot of layers. Yay! Oh yeah, the freaky upside down squid. That's true. Inkay, right? I think it's called Inkay. I'm glad you guys like it. Change outfit? Gotcha. What? Oh, why is it not working? Hello? Eh? Why'd the light not work? That's weird. Okay, well, no more transformations for me, I guess. I go to contact make ship. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I should do that when I'm not, like, super busy, though. I was struggling mentally, and when I watched you, I was a lot more happy. Aw, thank you. I'm glad I love breathing. I'm glad you feel that way, and I'm glad I could help you with your journey. That means a lot to me. Little Mari plush you can throw around the house? How dare you? Why would you do such a thing? Is this the correct one? Where's my monitor? Clip Studio monitor? No, that's the wrong monitor. Okay, that's the right monitor. There we go. Please do not abuse the calamari. But I think Clickery means like actually me, not calamari. He's mean like that. He hates me. Clickery hates me so much. I don't understand why this always happens with the line art. For some reason, Photoshop identifies that there's like some like litter on the line art. All right, what do we think, guys? Do we think stroke or no stroke? Huh. I'm leaning towards no stroke, but stroke could work as well. No stroke. I think I'm also leaning towards no stroke. Stroke, no stroke. Oh, that's hard. Okay. I'm gonna make it a bit thinner. Maybe? Lower opacity is a good idea. Let me do lower opacity. Let's do lower opacity and see what we think. Okay. No, wait. That's too low. That's the same as not having it. Maybe? How's that? I think that can work. Now I'm just gonna do some filters first. 3-step strip look. Okay, cute. Very red. That's too red. Let's look at the... I always like this one. Such a nice filter. But I don't think it works for this specific one. Yeah, not a lot going on here. I don't think the filters actually add that much. Okay, now I'm gonna do some color balance. Can barely tell a difference, but there is a difference. It's a little more blue. Portugal's on the list. That's good. That's definitely nice. I've heard some good stuff about them, and I've heard some bad stuff about them. My friend Muyo didn't have a great experience with them, so I don't really know. But I've also heard about people who had like very good very good experiences with them. So I guess it really depends on like your experience. It really depends on the person you work with. That's what I've heard about makeshift. But yeah, maybe I would love to do a calamari plushie. Maybe something. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Did you used to do graphic design? Yes. I mean, I do have some academic teachings, academic studies. So I did it in college a little bit. That's what I'm trying to say. But I did study some graphic design because I thought it would be important for my art style, and it was good to learn some stuff. Okay, let's merge this. Let's merge all of this. Merge visible. There we go. Everything is merged now. And now I'm going to copy this so that I can Control Z and paste it. And now we have all of our layers. Oh. That was weird. Interesting. Anyway. Karaoke! Maybe on the pipsqueak. I would die actually if I did karaoke on the pipsqueak. Alright, let me do camera raw filter real quick. I would die if I did karaoke on YouTube. Because like, you guys are already used to my shenanigans. The kids on YouTube are not. You know? The kids on YouTube are absolutely not used to my shenanigans. And they think it's really weird when I act silly. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing camera raw filter stuff, so I'm just kind of like touching up the thing a little bit here on Photoshop. But I prefer to do this on my other monitor, which happens to be the monitor you guys are on. Mute chat. What if there's someone who watches both? Oh no, I'm sure there's a lot of people who watch both my Twitch and my YouTube. Most of my Twitch viewers come from YouTube. But like those who don't, those who only watch the YouTube shorts. Is Pipsqueak gonna be used for just chatting? That's what we were discussing earlier. I don't know when. I might make it like a point redeem. Might make it like a point redeem thing. Like Pipsqueak for 10 minutes. Oh, that's got nice values. Look at that. Oops. I like these values a lot. Right? I like these values a lot. What's your best drawing you've ever made? I like my Pokemon Legends Arceus drawing. I think that's my favorite one. You missed the Kirby redeem. What was the Kirby redeem? Wait, was it the one where I went Poyo? Was that one? Where I could only say Poyo for like, I don't know how long. The values are nice, right? Alright, and I added a little bit of grain. I don't know if you can see it, but I added a little. I feel like grain helps my art, helps my like the coloring, helps the colors be more cohesive. So this is before and after camera raw filter. You can barely tell the difference. There's a little bit. I like to tell myself that there's something. Yeah, I did a Poyo redeem where just a minute and wait, did I do 10 minutes? No, I didn't do 10 minutes of Poyo. Did I do 10 minutes of Poyo? That's not possible. I did not survive 10 minutes of Poyo. It was a long time. It was 5 minutes. I was crazy. I did not have any self-esteem back then. Holy shit. I did not have any self-esteem or self-preservation whatsoever. That's crazy. 5 minutes of me just speaking in Poyo. I was insane.
Consider this the revival of the Poyo Redeem.
No. Oh no. No revival of anything. Alright guys, now that I'm done with this, I want to keep going with the stream because it's only been an hour. I do have a drawing I'm working on, which is a Princess Peach drawing. No, this is not the one. This is a drawing from last year. From this year, I have this drawing I'm working on. And I would like to finish it until the Peach game comes out, so that I can get properly bullied on all social media. But I'm gonna be right back. Before then, I'm gonna leave you guys with YouTube shorts and stuff. You know the drill, so that I can take a little break. And before we change it. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm glad you like it. I'm excited too. I'm excited to finish it. I do think I would love to add more girls, like more peaches, but it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard. You guys like it? I'm glad. I feel like she needs to be... Yeah. I think this would look a little bit better. Yeah, I played the demo. It was fun. I thought the demo was fun. Oh man, today's Genshin characters. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna leave you guys with some YouTube shorts before we come back. Baby Peach bottom left corner. Wait, no, I don't think Baby Peach is in the game. But I guess the other thing I could do would be like make these girls smaller and like add more peaches. But I think these are like the main ones, right? So I think that can work. I guess that could work. Wait. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I don't know. I'm moving this before my break. Wait. Yeah, I've played the demo. The demo was fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for the game. I'm not excited about talking about the game online, but yeah, it's very cute. All right, I'll be right back. Give me just a little bit. You're gonna see this. Yeah, here I am. I just need to change the capture to this. There we go. And be right back. No, I do not name my layers. No. Oh man, today's Genshin character is a dude. Let's see who this I'll hide them character is. That's right, today's Genshin birthday boy is very easy on the eyes. I was not expecting to see an actual playable character model with some muscle in it. Great job, Genshin, you guys know what the fans want. But well, you know what they say, doesn't matter if you're a pretty boy or not, you cannot escape the thick lines on the outside and thin lines on the inside. As you guys know, I don't know much about Genshin, but this dude looks like a Vocaloid. His design is very interesting to say the least. I had a lot of fun drawing him. I made the color palette a little bit smaller than the original to fit my style better. I think he came out nicely. What do you guys think? If you've made it this far, comment with blue hearts. I'm back with a new drawing of everyone's favorite fish lady. February 22nd is Sangonomiya Kokomi's birthday, so here I am drawing her again. I say again because you might remember a short from last year. This year though, Kokomi fans rejoice because you get a full body image. After I'm done with my thick lines on the outside and thin lines on the inside, it's time for coloring. This time around, I started by doing the colors of the background and then the base colors of the character to help everything be like cohesive. And as it is natural with Genshin Impact characters, the details are insane. I drew this all on stream. I'm gonna link the VOD right here on the corner thing. To those who stopped by the stream, thank you so much. We had a great time, and if you've made it this far, comment with blue hearts. Is it thick or thin lines on the outside? What do you think? So we've got two outlines, right? Same thickness. And now I want to draw the face. First I'm gonna draw the face with a thinner brush. There you go. And now I'm gonna draw the face with a thicker brush. Which one do you think looks better? Drawing the details with a thicker brush or drawing the details with a thinner brush? Thinner, right? There you go. Thick lines on the outside, thin lines on the inside. Because it just makes sense. Today I'm drawing yet another Genshin Impact character. Oh yeah, my outfit's different. Give me just a second. There we go. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about today's drawing. February 29th is Bennett's birthday from Genshin Impact. Wait, does that mean he doesn't celebrate his birthday every year? That's so sad. The people in my chat when I streamed this piece yesterday told me that he's very unlucky. Is that like part of it? Was he unlucky like since the day he was born or something? But he looks so happy. I don't think I can do this voiceover anymore. If you've made it this far, comment with green hearts. Is the key to get motivated to listen to music? I don't think so. If it was that easy, everyone would be motivated all the time. I think the key to be motivated is not to rely on motivation to do things. Or like, oh, I'm gonna draw that when I'm motivated. Oh, I'm gonna do this thing I want to do when I'm motivated. You're never going to really do anything. The real money is on learning how to do stuff, even if you're not motivated. Because if you're relying on something as volatile as motivation to do things, you're never gonna get things done. Let's be real. Especially if it's not something that is urgent or that like you really need to do because like someone else ordered you to. It's like if you want to rely on motivation, at least to me, that's completely impossible. So that was it. Wow. Look, this is a good draw. Fairy show, it says. And like all the fairies are freaking out. This one's freaking out, this one's crying, and this one's dancing, and this bitch is ready to hit her with a pan on her head. That's actually funny. This is a funny drawing. No shot, I was funny when I was a kid. If you've been watching my content for a while, you'll know lovecore is probably my favorite aesthetic ever. So this year for Valentine's Day, I decided to draw not one, but 2 illustrations for it. And I only posted one on the actual Valentine's Day, so here's the second one. This is your reminder that I'm actually on other socials where I post drawings and stuff. Anyway, we can have a drawing without thick lines on the outside and thin lines on the inside for that merchandise look. I got a little bit of hate on Instagram because people were saying that I was like trying to police art styles or whatever. No, this is just the way I do things. That's literally it. I encourage you all to find your way of doing things and honestly have fun, because if you're not having fun, what's the point? I decided to keep my color palette very limited for this one. I think it looks graphic and nice, added some baby hairs, and that's it. If you've made it this far, comment with orange hearts. Hello, I'm back. My Twitch chat challenge. Wait, hold on a second. Taking care of everything. Alright. Okay. Music should be fine now. Alright. Okay, we're back! Hello! That was quick. Yeah, I just wanted to, like, stretch my legs a little bit. Oh wait, here we are. So, I just remember this. Oh, what are you sending? Oh, was it when I say careful with the air dodges in? I love this clip. It's so good. It is so funny. One of the very rare Mari glasses streams at the time. I was always wearing my lenses. So crazy. That's a great clip. You're gonna learn today. Alright. So let me... Oh, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Can we line this? Yeah, I'm just gonna do line art with the coloring on it. So I feel like this is gonna be another of those, like, you know, you remember the drawing I made of Ai from Oshinoko? I feel like it's gonna be a trust the process kind of drawing. I just caught my niece watching Hazbin Hotel. She's 9. I'm not really sure what that means, but is that bad? I mean, like, why is she 9, and why does she have access to media she's not supposed to consume? That is my question. It's an 18+ show. Oh. Well, I think you should not let her watch it then. I'm not sure. Just sounds like something you should not be letting a kid watch then. I'm getting low blood sugar. Oh my god, yeah, go eat something! Go eat something, Coggy, please, take care. don't have to. You don't have to let us know if you need to take a break. Don't worry. Please. Yeah, you should go stop her. I don't know, man. This might be a hot take, but like, I don't think this is a hot take. I think this is a pretty mild take, actually. But I think that, you know, the internet should be considered a place, you know? It's a place where people post media, where people hang out with each other. It's a place. It's like a park, right? Or the street, you know? It's a place. If you're not gonna let your 9-year-old, like, wander around, like, a park, right? On their own. Like, if you're not gonna leave, like, your 9-year-old alone in the park, why the hell are you leaving your 9-year-old alone on the internet? Does that make sense? It's a space, right? It's a public space. It's like the park or like a restaurant, right? But it's a very large place with a lot of people. And of course there's going to be people who are good. There's going to be people who are bad. But there's going to be people. And like, if you're not going to leave your kid alone at the public park, why are you leaving your kid alone on the internet? And the thing is, like, if that kid is 9 years old, that means the parents are at least millennials, right? You know, like, the parents are like millennials, right? So they're probably young parents. So it's people who grew up on the internet already. It's internet parents, right? So that means they know, right? That means they know how, you know, it means they have to know the internet is like, can be dangerous, right? I don't know. I don't know, man. That worries me. I don't know. 9-year-old watching Hazbin Hotel, like, I know these days young people are less affected. Yeah, like, it's still not appropriate, right? I don't know, I've never watched Hazbin Hotel. I didn't even know it was an 18-year-old show, because all I see is kids, like, freaking out about it and loving it. So it's like, is it really an 18-year-old show? Like an 18+ show? Because it feels like the fandom of that is very, like, not adults. But like 9-year-olds? I didn't know it, like, I don't know, man. Please, like, watch over your kids. I don't know. It's scary. And like, if the parents are young, that means the parents are probably used to the internet. Maybe that's why they're not as scared, right? Maybe that's why the parents aren't scared. Oh, but social media is a completely different can of worms. Like, we're not talking about kids on social media here. We're talking about kids, like, on YouTube, I'm guessing. Is Hazbin Hotel on YouTube? Or is it, like, on Newgrounds? Like, what's up with that? Is it, like, YouTube? On Amazon Prime. Goodness gracious. That's so funny. So I thought it was a YouTube show, my bad. When I told my cousin, she said, "Don't care, let her watch what she wants." That's so that's so neglectful. I don't know. That's so neglectful. I don't know. Like, if I was 9, I would probably, like, be avoiding anything with an 18+ sign, like the plague, because I was just that kind of kid. But I don't know, that feels a tiny bit neglectful. Like, I don't wanna judge your cousin who I don't know. But like, man. That doesn't feel right. I don't know how bad Hazbin Hotel is. Like, what kind of 18 plus is it? Is it like sex jokes? Is it like actual like porn? I mean, if it's on Amazon Prime, it's probably not porn, but it's... I'm guessing it's like sex jokes and stuff. My sister scolds a 6-year-old every time she turns in miraculously. Wait, is Miraculous Ladybug not suitable for 6-year-olds? It's okay, right? I mean, it does talk about, like, you know, teenagers dating and that kind of stuff. But I don't think it's, like, a bad show for kids to watch. Sex jokes, porn, and swearing. Oh no. Yeah, that's not great. I gotta be honest, guys. I thought Hazbin Hotel was like one of those YouTube shows, like what's the Pomni one? Digital Circus. I thought it was like Digital Circus, where all the kids were like freaking out about it. Did you see the study done recently that Gen Z is aging quicker in appearance than other generations because kids are taking over Sephora? Oh my god! Oh my god, Coggy, I got recommended a video about that today. About like the kids rating Sephora. I had no idea about any of that. I was shocked. It was like this girl on YouTube talking about it. I was watching that before stream actually. I didn't finish it because I had to do some other stuff. But I saw that. It was freaky. Yeah, Sephora is makeup. And it's like it's got very expensive products. Like it's makeup, you're right. But it's like very expensive products. Like, you know, I don't go to Sephora all the time. Like sometimes I gotta you know, accept some Mercadona products, you know? You know the deal? I don't always go to Sephora. Sometimes I go to Mercadona. Or sometimes I go to Kiku, you know? Cheaper, like, places. Like, I think Sephora is incredibly, like, expensive most of the time. But yeah, kids have been, like, completely destroying the... You know, acting like kids at a shop that is not for them. I think that's basically what it is, right? It's like kids acting like kids is normal, but kids, like, going to such stores is not normal. Especially not on their own, right? But I think that's, like, Gen Alpha. That store scares me, really? I think that the people who work at Sephora, like the staff is usually very, very nice, but sometimes they are very pushy. Like, they always try to push you to, like, buy products and stuff, and sometimes you're just, like... Sometimes you're just there to vibe, you know? When I heard that kids run around on Sephora, yeah, that's it. They use the testers and stuff, and then they mistreat, like, the employees and stuff. I was, like, shocked. I heard that today. It was on YouTube. Like, I was watching a YouTube video about that, like, just before the stream. It was very shocking to me. I'm into my race. Unfortunately, I don't think they are. But yeah, I did see a girl talk about it, and it was very shocking to me. I don't like pushy people when... Yeah, me neither. I get it. Yeah, they want to, like, test everything, and... Yeah, I get it. You know, this is kind of embarrassing, but, like, as an adult, sometimes I would like to go to Claire's. Just to see, right? Just to see the stuff. Not necessarily to buy anything, but you know, sometimes they got cute stuff that I want to look at, right? Nothing wrong with that. But then you go and you are treated like a toddler. And it's the most humiliating experience, like, ever. Like, I know you're at Claire's, like, I know you're an adult at Claire's, and that's by itself is a little bit embarrassing. But, like, when you arrive and they're like, "Hi, princess, how's it going? Would you like to buy anything? We're having this sale right now. Princess, I think these earrings would go so well with, like, your beautiful blue eyes." You know, like, they completely treat you like a toddler. And it's like, it's very dehumanizing. I hate using, like, these words lightly. But it's really, like, it feels like you're a circus animal. I really don't like the way they treat me at Claire's. And this is not, like, a one-store problem. Like, I have a lot of friends who feel the same way. Like, I have a guy friend who sometimes wants to buy, like, cute earrings, you know, and cute shit. And he goes to Claire's and he is treated like a stupid toddler. And it's like, we talked about it once and we both stopped going to Claire's because, like, we are just treated like idiots. It's horrifying. I don't understand. Yeah, they call you princess. They're like, "Hey, princess." But, like, I feel like in Portuguese, it's even more, like, condescending. "Olá, princesa, estás boa? Olha, por que não compras estes brincos aqui? São tão giros, ficam tão bem. Que linda que tu ficas com estes brincos, princesa. Não queres comprar estes brincos?" It's like, bro, it's horrible. It's so bad. It's horrifying, but then they know you're an adult, so they keep trying to sell you stuff. They're like, "Hey, we're having the sale. If you buy these like face towels that you don't want, you'll get like 3 for the price of 2." And I'm like, that's not like, that's not even like a good deal for me because I want 0. You know? Oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, princess is like goodness. She was all in glitter, but she did talk to us like we were 5. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, it is Peach. I hope I don't get a lot of bullying for this drawing. Like, I don't want to, like, try to victimize myself, but, like, I think people really need to move on and get a job. You know? Because, like, even today, like, I'm getting wannabe bullies, like, in my quote retweets and in my mentions. Going like, "Haha, you're so mad about Princess Peach having facial expressions." And it's like, first of all, your reading comprehension is ass. Second of all, I've literally moved on months ago from that. Like, I've moved on with my life. Please stop, like, you know, it's the people who go after you with, like, knives and stuff, and they go, "Oh, box of shame didn't work? Yes! Yes!" I'm sorry about that. Wait, why did it not work? Oh, there it is. There it is. That's, yeah. It got messed up, sorry. It got messed up. But it works now. But yeah, it's like people go after you for months, like months after you've forgotten about it, after like you've more than moved on from it, and they go after you like, "Oh, are you still upset? Oh, are you still sulking about Princess Peach?" It's just like, bitch, I've been... Wait, why is the box not disappearing? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm in the box. How do I remove the box? Okay. I don't know why the box, like, disappeared, but it's like, dude, you're the one who's not moving on. You know? She was like, "Princesa, caralho!" That's so funny! Oh no, that's horrifying. Princesa, caralho, that's so funny. But that should not be funny. That should not be funny. That's bad. You should not mistreat employees. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a pushover when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm a little bit of a pushover when it comes to that sort of thing. So, you know, if they're treating me like that and I'm a little bit uncomfortable, like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just never going back to the store. You know, though it may hurt and annoying. Yeah, it's like people on the internet just want to argue. I agree. I do agree. It's like, I don't think it's affecting me as much as it was affecting me before. But it's just kind of like, when you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you want to leave like a legacy, you know? Like, I would like to have a legacy, at least like online, right? And I would like my legacy to be like, you know, people are inspired because of my artwork, or people learn like a new perspective about something because I'm sharing my perspective on something. Or, you know, or I learn a new perspective about something because of the comments people leave, etc., etc. I don't really want my legacy on the internet to be that person who had a mental breakdown. Quote, a mental breakdown meaning that I made a 1-minute YouTube short about a topic where I put stuff like Vine booms. I also said that Princess Peach Showtime was my favorite game of all time when the game wasn't out yet, right? So it's like, people took that way too seriously, man. And like, I just kind of don't want that to be my legacy, you know? But you know, it's my bad. Like, I'm the one who explained herself badly. I'm not gonna use the English is not my first language as an excuse, because I feel like if you're trying to make content in English, you can't really make that excuse. But I'd just like this not to be my legacy online. And sorry guys, I know I keep bringing it up again and talking about it, but I feel like it's important because there might be people in this chat who, you know, came to hate or came to hear what I gotta say about it. So I feel like, you know, even if I can change like one person's mind on these streams where I mention it, or someone who was on the fence about it, right? I feel like it kind of helps me also talk about it a little bit, right? And kind of like not really vent, because I'm not really venting, but it helps process, right? Process it a little bit. People have fortunately moved on. Yeah, that's great. That's really great. I just mentioned it because today I saw a thing from 1 day ago on my Twitter. It was like a random quote retweet from a very random person going like, oh, is she still mad about it? And I'm like, am I? I don't know. Do you know? Seems like you are the one still talking about it. My legacy is being a goat. Thank you. I hope at least, you know, I had a comment today here on a chatter say that I inspired them to draw, so that's cool. I think that's already like the legacy that I want. But something I do think though is I feel like people talk a lot about Disney adults.
Those people can all suck it. Your legacy is far beyond that, and we love your less than
Thank
3.
you, Nico. Thank you. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, I also get really touched as well whenever people say they are like touched by my art or inspired by it. I get really touched by that. But what was I saying? There was something oh yeah, Disney adults. So people talk a lot about Disney adults.
You are allowed to have your opinions, and it hurts me that you feel like you made a mistake making a short of your own opinions. Not everyone thinks the same, and as long as you're not hurting any.
I mean, yeah. I also think that, like, the response was very much exaggerated. But I do regret it. Of course I regret it. I would rather not have made it had I known. Or at least I would have rather made it in a different wording. But yeah, so I feel like people talk a lot about Disney adults and Harry Potter adults, but I don't think people talk enough about Nintendo adults. Like, I don't want to be a bitch. I'm a Nintendo adult, right? I feel like a lot of us are Nintendo adults. But, like, not like Nintendo adults, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Nintendo adults are some of, like, the creepiest motherfuckers on the planet. Like, I'm dead serious. I know I'm partnered with Nintendo Portugal, but like they know I say these things. Gonçalo knows. But it's like Nintendo adults, I think, are like as bad as Disney adults. They might be worse. I think they can be worse than Disney adults. Cause like Disney adults are the kind of people who are like visiting the park and watching like Aladdin every year or whatever. Nintendo adults are like literally the people who are bullying, you know, real life women over fictional woman Princess Peach, you know? Like, it's very weird. Like, I think, and there's like, there's like grown adults like discussing like whether Mario and Peach are like a thing. You know, it's very, very weird. And it's got like, there's a lot of people, and I think that also kind of like goes to the Smash community as well, Splatoon community, like the competitive ones, where there's, you know, a bunch of like grooming allegations and stuff like that. You know, it's always with the Nintendo adults. Like, I don't wanna be like a negative Nancy, but you know what I mean? It's always the Nintendo. Pokemon fans are horrible. Pokemon fans are like insane people. Insane people. There was one time where I tweeted that I didn't like how the water looked in like a shot, and I got a guy calling me a pedophile on Twitter. Like, and it was to the point where I asked him, like, dude, did you work on this game? Like, is this water like your work? Because like, I'm sorry if it is, because the guy was acting as if like it was his life's work. He was acting as if he was the one who programmed that water, you know, and was like personally offended that I didn't like how the water looked. It's insane. It's insane. It's completely insane. Like, I was like, dude, you don't have to like defend these like things with your life. Like, I'm just giving an opinion about like the way this looks. And the guy was like, oh yeah, you are a VTuber who preys on little children. And like, it was some weird shit. I've never seen anything like that. I'm like, do Disney adults do that? I think this is like a Nintendo thing. This is like a Nintendo thing. Why did he attack you? I'm gonna try to explain to you why. I think these people think that like these companies are their friends. Genuinely. I think this like Nintendo adults genuinely think that Nintendo as a company is their friend. And they need to defend it. Just because it makes the games they like, and it makes the games I like too. Or the games that they liked as kids, or whatever. People act as if Nintendo, or Pokemon, or whatever are their friends. So they get like personally offended if you, I guess, insult them. You know, and that's what I think happened with Princess Peach. Because some of the comments that I saw were people going like, oh, so does Peach not have the right to, like, get a different personality? Like, not have the right? Baby, she does not have right. Like, she's a character. Like, baby, I can promise you Peach is not offended on my video. Genuinely, like, I promise you.
Are those people alright? Go back to whatever
It's
home
so
you came.
scary, and that's what I learned. That's what I learned about it. It's that people think these companies are their friends. I was being genuine to someone about how they should get some sleep once, and they misunderstood and assumed I was telling them what to do on stream, and they were triggered. I'm not watched a person stream for a while. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. It's very on text as well. It's also very difficult to like guess a person's like tone, which is why I think a lot of people have been using stuff like Gen, pause, you know, positive, you know, like tone indicators so that it's a little bit easier. But this is something that is already proved. It's that if you are someone who's depressed, like if you suffer from depression, neutral indicators are going to be perceived as negative. So for example, like a resting face of someone is going to be perceived as a negative face. Like, you know, the so-called like resting bitch face? Stuff like that. So a lot of like neutral, yeah, that's basically it. Neutral indicators are considered negative if you are depressed. Thank you, Sergio, so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Calamaris. I hope you enjoy your time here. Yeah, I'm drawing Peach right now. But yeah, I think Nintendo adults are very weird people. Nintendo Persona fans, yeah, never playing Persona because it's not on the Switch. Yep, it's that kind of, yeah, exactly. It's very, very bizarre, I think. But it's and I don't know why this happens with Nintendo specifically.
Oh
And
yes!
I don't know.
My queen!
Yo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Ilara. Hi, thank you. Welcome. What's up, guys? What's up, goobers? How's it going? Thank you so much. You finished early today, didn't you? Thank you. Welcome on in. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Hello. You like that audio? It's from Golden Boy. Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Mari. I am a VTuber and artist from Portugal. Let me show you. Let's chat for a little bit. Hello, hello. If it's your first time here, my name is Mari. I'm an artist and I'm a VTuber and I'm a fan of Ilara's. And yeah, welcome. Today we're drawing. We draw every Wednesday on stream. So, what was your stream? What were you guys doing? You were just chatting. Were you guys like seeing memes today? Were you doing the news? Like, what were you guys doing today? Let me know, let me know. Today we're just drawing. I want to be a VTuber as well. It's fun. It's very fun. Primeira vez que encontro alguém de Portugal, bem-vindo. News and memes, nice, nice. The Ilara special, right? That's good. I hope you guys had a great time. If you need to go, that's totally fine. I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, it's the same for Ilara as well. If you know, if she needs to go and get some rests. Oh, VR headset. Oh, so you guys were doing 3D today. I see. Gotcha. So today I'm working on this drawing that I'm making for Princess Peach Showtime. Let me show you guys. You might know me as the Princess Peach girl on Twitter. If you do, I'm really sorry. Just know that was a misunderstanding. But yeah, I'm working on some Princess Peach art. And I'm excited to share it when the game comes out. So this is kind of the sketch idea that I have. And right now we're working on line art. So that's basically it. Let me just hide my layers better so that I can go to line art. And we were also working on a Genshin drawing, which I can show you right away because I am partnered with Genshin on YouTube. And I was drawing Chiori, the newest character. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great time here. If you gotta go, that's totally fine. And yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys coming. We're talking about Nintendo adults. Which, you know, I'm a Nintendo adult. You sketch flat colors and line art afters. Yeah, so if I'm doing like a big drawing, I like coloring the sketch. Because it gives me an idea of what like the drawing is gonna look like at the end. And it also motivates me a lot because like you get an idea of what it's gonna look like and it's cool, right? It's like it can really motivate you to go on, I feel, because you kind of have a taste of what it's gonna be like when it's over, right? Yeah, it's just the way I do things, yeah, because it helps me with motivation. What's the name of the comic book? Bubble.brush. Oh, this one. So it's called Halftones. Let me type it in chat. So it's called Halftone. So that's the thing that they use in comics, right? American comics. And what I did was on the Clip Studio Paint Asset Store, I looked for Halftone brush. So this is there's also one on Procreate that's exactly like this. No worries, sweetie. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys ended earlier today, right? It must be so crazy to always like wear the the VR stuff and then take it off. If you need like, you thought it was cross hatching? It might be. It actually might be. So yeah, welcome. Oh my god, by the way, the stuff I told you about, like you know, the questions I asked you about 3D and stuff, I think it's coming out really nice. You hurt your— oh no, with the news, I hurt my leg at the gym. Oh, I see. I hope you can get some rest and feel better soon, sweetie. For sure. I've been really enjoying watching your news. I love the effort you put into it. And I always learn a lot because I'm totally not in the in the sphere. I don't know like any news. I was only following like the Niji Sanji news at the time, and then I just kind of like stopped following because after a while it becomes a little too much, right? So watching your news is always a good time too. A good time to learn a little bit about what's going on. Why did the music stop? Oh, there you go. So yeah, today I'm drawing Princess Peach because the Princess Peach game is coming out. But yeah, sorry, Mikan, you were saying about Nintendo adults. The culture around Nintendo Directs is weird as fuck as well. Yeah, I think it's crazy. Like I see a lot of video essay people talking about Disney adults. I don't see anyone talk about Nintendo adults, and that's something I did look up today. That's something I did look up today, like if there was anything about Nintendo adults, because I think we need to be studied. And I say we because it's like I love Nintendo as well, even though I do not identify with that that side of things. I think it's also like some people who want to convince everyone that Nintendo is for adults. I think there's also that side of it where people like— I love Nintendo games, you know? So basically my take is that I love Nintendo games. I think they make great games that I really enjoy a lot. But like, it's a company, right? They're not my friends. And what I think about like Nintendo adults, especially online, is that these people kind of tend to act as if Nintendo is their friend, you know, or the Pokemon company is their friend, or Sakurai is their friend. And it's very, very bizarre. Yeah, that's kind of— yeah. It was worse during the GameCube and Wii era. Really? I don't see many obsessed ones. No, I think nowadays is the worst, because like I feel like the Switch is really, really, really mainstream, and especially like Mario movie and stuff came out. I don't know. I think after the Mario movie got announced, it became a mix of like Nintendo adult and normie. It's very, very strange. By normie, I don't mean like, you know, regular people. I mean people who tend to not give a lot of thought to things, you know, what some could call the NPCs, which is a term I don't really like, but I think it makes sense to use in this context. Yeah, there are different kinds. I think it's very weird and it worries me. And we were talking about it because I'm drawing Princess Peach, and a lot of people know me as the Princess Peach VTuber, because I made a 1-minute short criticizing a decision Nintendo that they made with the Princess Peach Showtime game cover. And I didn't use the right words there, but I feel like even if I had used the right words, there would have been hate, because every time you criticize anything Nintendo does, people go a little bit crazy. So I got quite a bit bullied. I got quite a bit of bullying over that. So yeah, that's like I'm kind of bracing myself to post this artwork when the game comes out, because I know there's gonna be like some bullshit. Tends to get more leeway for Nintendo because you end up having to spend like $60 for games while they pay far less for a ticket to a Disney movie. That is true. So people tend to have more commitment to protect. Yeah, you were right. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, David. I assume it's David, right? Not David. That makes a lot of sense. I'm a big Nintendo critic. I'm the kind of people. I'm the type of person who, like, the stuff I love the most is the stuff I'm gonna criticize like the harshestly. I definitely tend to criticize and overanalyze a lot of the stuff that I love, and I'm gonna be harsh a lot of the times on my criticism. But yeah, but I feel like I get to do this because they are not my friends, right? And at the end of the day, Nintendo wants to sell you more games, right? And they want to sell stuff, and they want to make money. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, it's just a relationship consumer company, right? I never heard of that drama. I'm glad. But at the same time, I also feel like it's better to address it. And it might be better for people to find out about it on my terms rather than through some like weird parody that, you know, might be around. That's kind of why I don't hide it, right? And I do talk about it. And if someone like respectfully asks me like, hey, are you the Princess Peach like VTuber? I will be like, oh, that, you know, that drama? Yes. And I will explain. Like, I'm not gonna hide it. Because I would rather people find out about it on my terms than, you know, on other terms that are less nice to me. Because I can be nice to me, right? The Princess Peach VTuber. Yeah, because I made a video a while back that wasn't very well received. Yeah. I think the new games coming out is a great time to make art of them, right? You said it, yeah, it's just an opinion, right? And like I was saying, the person who is less the person who I definitely did not hurt is Princess Peach, right? Like, me saying that the new face of the game, like the new cover of the game does not look good and does not look in character is not gonna hurt Peach's feelings. She couldn't care less. She's not even gonna know, right? I discovered you through the drama, but I also discovered, you know what, she's pretty chill. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for giving me a chance, and thank you for not immediately assuming the worst of people. I don't know. I feel like whenever I see someone with like a crazy bad take about something that I think is crazy bad, I usually just like move on, right? I do not enjoy. So yeah, people tend to have like different opinions about movie Peach. My personal opinion is that I think she's okay. She's got like her great points. But she's not the same character that's in the games, and that's fine. So basically, when they changed the cover of the game to make her face the same as movie Peach, like to make her model look more like the model of the movie, I was upset because I was like, dude, this is just like a cash grab. They're just trying to bring the movie here to like, you know, sell more copies of the game from the people who watch the movie. Like, it's very obvious to me. Because, like, the Peach that you're playing as on the game is not the movie Peach. It's basically what used to happen to the Kirby game. I don't think it's the same. I understand what you mean, Weeby, and I think most people interpret it that way, but I do not think it's that simple. I don't think it's a matter of like I don't think it's a matter of her being like this and then being like this. I don't think it's it. I think it's a matter of her being like this and then imagine I have a completely different VTuber model, right? It's like a matter of her being like this and then being like this. You know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like it's that kind of difference, you know? I just feel like it's a completely different model. I'm sorry. I didn't have any other good examples for that. And that's what I think I didn't explain well enough. And that's where the hate came from, because the people were like, oh, so She's not allowed to make different facial expressions? Okay, boomer. Okay, misogynist. And that was kind of it. But to me, like, it's not about the facial expression. I couldn't care less about the facial expression. It was about, like, the actual, like, face structure and, like, the model itself, right? Oh, the drawing hand. You're right. Oops. Oop. I don't mind, like, not having the drawing hand, but it's always good to have it so that I don't close my eyes when I'm looking at the tablet. Appreciate it, Neko. Thank you, Power, for the biddies. Did you hear about that Mario swag that just got announced? Oh yeah, the movie, second movie, the 1000-Year Door, Luigi's Mansion as well. I did. I saw it. I personally don't think it's all that exciting. But I'm happy for the Paper Mario fans, for sure. I'm excited to try 1000-Year Door. Finally, because people keep hyping up that game, right? Your VTuber is cute. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Thoughts on tempura? It's nice. I like it. But yeah, I think Nintendo adults should be studied. But I feel like no one is gonna touch Nintendo adults with a 2-meter pole. Because, yeah, overall they are bullies. Like, it's the truth. It's very toxic people, very passionate, obsessive people. That think the company is their friend. So they have like a parasocial relationship with, I don't know, freaking Miyamoto or whatever. It's very weird. Like, personally, I don't personally care about Doug Bowser, you know. Thoughts on the Mario Core series? I don't have any. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Parasocial relationship with Mario. Like, oh man, dude. Can't believe she said that about Peach. Peach is gonna cry now. Can't believe she's so offensive. Poor Peach. She won't be able to recover from that. I think it's kind of the same as like the people who defend people like Elon Musk. I guess it's not exactly the same, but I think it's probably rooted in a similar feeling of like belonging and relatability, you know? Mario is a real person. He's the actual president of Nintendo. You know, Mario also kills Goombas and Koopas and it's a Mario, you know. Wake up, sheeple. Yeah, but I think it's like it's in the similar level as defending Elon Musk, in my opinion. It's like you're going out of your way to bully real people in order to defend someone who is not in the slightest affected by any of the criticism that people are doing to them, you know? That's how I feel, at least. Koopa's going on rage mode because they need to fight for their rights. We should talk to Bowser about that. It's a danger of having a comfort character. But I gotta be honest with you, Weeby. Like, Peach has been a comfort character, sorta, for me for a long time. It was mostly Zelda, actually, but Peach was a very special character to me, has always been. And I'm gonna be honest, I think no one gave a shit about Peach until this recent, like, Sanrio TikTok aesthetic trend appeared. Cause, like, before it was always like, oh yeah, Peach is so boring. I'm much more of like a Daisy character, because Daisy has a personality, unlike Peach. But like now the like hyper feminine, you know, overly pink stuff is trendy, right? And like I'm not criticizing it. I love the overly pink trendy stuff, hyper feminine core stuff. I love it. I've always loved it. Been a big fan of it. You know, like the Sanrio girlies and all that stuff. I feel like a lot of that is a trend, right? That is very trendy nowadays because of TikTok and because of internet culture in general. And I think Princess Peach also gained like a ridiculous amount of popularity recently because of that trend of the hyper feminine, overly pink Sanrio girlies like aesthetic thing. And I also gotta be honest, I also think the hyper feminine aesthetic Sanrio girlies are extremely toxic people. Like, do you guys remember the Animal Crossing drama that existed like all throughout like Animal Crossing's existence, especially on New Horizons? Like that's my thought. Those are my thoughts about it. So I hate when people call Rosalina a mummy. She is literally flat as a board. She is flat as a board. What drama on Animal Crossing? Well, from people going crazy over a villager with like that was the cat guy, Raymond, I think that was his name. From people going over that one, over like bullying each other for having that villager and not deserving him, to like literally making it trendy to bully villagers for being ugly. Like that was never the point of Animal Crossing, like ever. You know? And to like bullying other users because you are copying my aesthetic. When that other girl who used like the black hairstyle on her white model because she didn't realize it was a black hairstyle. And like the way people completely like, you know, bullied her to exhaustion. I have to be honest. I think the girlies are a little bit exaggerated, I would say. And I also think we need to really like second guess what is really problematic and what is not problematic, you know? I think it's great that people are embracing like their femininity, because femininity is not a thing like for women, right? It's a generic thing, right? Femininity. Everyone has femininity. Everyone has masculinity. It's a thing that people have. And I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about characters or whatever, but whatever. Femininity is great, and for the longest time in like the 2010s, a lot of girls were like not embracing their femininity, right? Like they were rejecting it because of like the whole not like other girls tropes. And I think it's a great thing that now those times are changing, right? So like that's like that's my idea. I think it's great that those times are changing and that girls are, you know, embracing their femininity, and people in general, everyone's embracing their femininity more. I just wish it didn't come with so much like toxicity. That's kind of it, because I feel like a lot of these like hyper core, you know, like hyper feminine, super pink aesthetic Sanrio girl aesthetic communities are extremely like, it reminds me of Mean Girls. That's like that's my thought. You denied that you loved cute girls? Oh my goodness, I'm glad you are accepting it. I'm glad, and I think the internet has made it like this whole trend. I'm super happy, right? That Sanrio is like booming, that people love Sanrio characters. Makes me really happy. I'm not those kinds of like hipsters who go like, oh no, I used to love this before it was mainstream, so now I hate it because like now people hate it. I think that's stupid. I love when the things I love become mainstream, because it validates me, right? It means I have good taste. So I love the hyper feminine, like, oh, I'm not touching my tablet, by the way. It just does this sometimes. Oh shoot. Okay. All good. All good. I found you on YouTube. This is my first time on stream. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream. We talk about some real stuff here. You know, like taxes. But yeah, that's kind of it. Haunted tablet. Yeah, this tablet is not amazing. I gotta be honest. It is the same haunted tablet that, even when it's turned off, Pink Luigi, that's hype. Isn't the Luigi, the bubble Luigi from Wonder pink? Aren't they all pink? Maybe not. I'm not sure. I think it's great. I'm glad people are also realizing that masculinity and femininity are not like stuff for girls and for boys. Like it's a spectrum, right? Everyone has a little bit of it all. ContraPoints has a great video about it, like a recent one. Her video about Twilight. It's amazing. If you guys have watched it, please tell me what you thought. I love ContraPoints. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. And she's one of my favorite thinkers. I love her brain. I love what she shows me of her brain. I don't... There we go. I don't know how she is, like, offline. But I love the way she thinks about stuff. Your avatar reminds me of Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. Thank you. Thank you for the viddies. I do get that a lot. But it is not it's not on purpose. She had such a journey. True. She did. She has, like, I love the settings. Like, I love how visually her videos look now. Started on the opposite end. Yeah, she did come along, like... the first time I saw her was when she debated with Blair White. And it was like a shit show. Blair completely, like, ate her up. Like, Contra couldn't, like... Natalie or Contra couldn't really, like... couldn't really say much about that. Hi, I follow and unfollow you. Okay. Have a great day. I hope you enjoy your day. But yeah. Wish I had a thought process more like yours. I think I love becoming mainstream means I have great taste. I mean, you can always change it, right? Banger OST, yes sir! This song is great. I love this song too. I actually didn't have this song on my playlist until I hung out with my friend Ultimate, and this is his ringtone. And I was like, yeah dude, like, yeah, you know, Hideki Naganuma or whatever the man's name is great. Like, he makes great music. I should add that to my playlist. Yes, it's called, it's playlist. Exclamation point playlist. So how's this line art? Feels like it doesn't have a lot of variety. Maybe I should make the thick lines even thicker. So I'm going to like manually do it. The easel is at low. You mean the sketch? Yeah, the sketch is at 17 opacity. Now I don't have it. I still haven't played Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. That's something I want to play. I've also heard that game is very easily moddable. So like there's a part of that game where you do like graffiti on the walls and you can like add your own drawings and stuff. Did you play the Princess Peach Showtime demo? Yes, I did. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was adorable. I gotta be honest, I struggled on the cake part. I thought it was hard. Like, it was hard to ace it. I thought it was really hard to ace it. Like, I was playing the sword fighter part, and I was like, yeah, this really is a game for kids. Like, you can really tell that they tried to, you know, attract, like, younger girls for gaming with this, because it's very easy, there's not a lot of challenge, and then I get to the cake part, and I feel like an idiot. Like, I was playing it in the living room, and Neff was watching, and I was like, yeah, you can really tell that, you know, there's a lot of mashing, like, on the sword fighter. You know, there's not a lot of, you know, strategy here. It's very easy, and then I get to the cake part, and it's so hard to ace it. The game's not out. It's just a demo. A demo came out. It's fun. I think you should check it out if you're interested in the game. It's really sweet. The cutscenes are very pretty. The Peach's model looks amazing. Looks amazing, and that's why I don't like the idea that they use the movie model instead for the cover, but whatever. I'll move on. I'll move on from talking about it. The cookies, oh my god. The cookies, I don't even know which one was harder. I thought they were all very hard. But opinions on the Sailor Moon Netflix movies. I didn't even know there were Sailor Moon Netflix movies. I'm so sorry, I don't have an opinion on them. I had no idea that was a thing. The last thing I know about Sailor Moon is that there was a crystal version. I thought they were really hard to like ace, right? To get like all the points for them. So yeah, it made me feel really stupid because I was like, hey, this game is really for little girls. I'm so glad that little girls are gonna have like an easy game with cute graphics and Princess Peach to look forward to. And then I get to the cake part and I'm like, well. Yeah, I didn't know there were Sailor Moon. I think it's very funny because a lot of times people ask me for like opinions on things. And it's like, what's your opinion on Scrimblow Bimblow 321? And I've never heard of that. And I feel kind of bad like telling the person like, sorry, I don't really have an opinion. So I feel like people are looking forward to my overly critical Mari. Oh, it's also very possible that Portugal doesn't have it either. Portugal never has anything. I still haven't even watched the One Piece live action. There we go, One Piece mentioned. This is a Mari stream. Opinions on opinions. I have them. I have a lot of them. And I like people who have them. I like listening to people's opinions. I feel like that's why I'm so opinionated in general. Because whenever I'm saying my opinions about stuff, I feel like it's a secret call for help because it's a secret call for please tell me your opinion as well. Let's discuss this idea. I love discussing ideas. So that's why I talk so much about stuff and I give so many opinions all the time. I think it's genuinely because I'm expecting people to also give me their opinion so that we can have a discussion. Because I love discussing ideas. I feel like alone, you won't reach any meaningful conclusions most of the time. Wait, were there controversies with the movies? The Sailor Moon ones? Do Smash players actually smell that bad? Yeah, some of them do. I've had some bad experiences in tournaments. Out of all the languages I speak, which one's my favorite? I would say probably English because it's the one that gave me most opportunities in life, right? It gave me a lot of good opportunities. Like, it got me to meet a lot of people, it got me to make content that people can enjoy. It got me to consume a lot of media that I wouldn't be able to consume otherwise. It really opened doors for everything. It's an international language, right? It's like the universal language for that reason. So I would say definitely English, right? A lot of people love the live action. I really want to watch it. Bye, Pedal Ninja. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Okay, I think I'm done with line art on the big girl. Low hygiene can be a sign of depression. True. That is very true. For the hydrate. Oops. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be coloring her yet. Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. I'm gonna have to check, like, what I do first with the others. Most powerful animal I can beat in a fight? Probably a dragon, because they don't exist. How's that? I love watching your lives while also doing art in the process. Thank you, Bunny. I appreciate that. That's also how I like to enjoy, like, art streams, actually. I also always, like, draw in the background. Something I love about Twitch is, like, lurker culture. I also prefer to lurk over chatting on streams. I feel like this doesn't exist on YouTube. Komodo dragons. I could beat a Komodo dragon in a fight. I think I could beat one in a fight. It depends. Are we our official size, or would I be resized to, like, for the battle? Does that make sense? And, like, can I do I have to be naked? Because that makes a difference, I feel. You like the yeah, line art really makes a difference, right? When you're doing, like, let me yeah. So this would be black line art. See the difference, guys? Black line art, colored line art. It's very different, right? Olá, minha primeira vez aqui. Bem-vindo. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, very different, right? Especially if you have, like, a colored background. It really makes a difference, I feel. Especially because I also color the eyes on the line art. I'm gonna color the eyes. I'm gonna give you the eyes as a treat. I would like to have this by the 22nd. Maybe I'll finish this next art stream on Wednesday. Okay. Okay. I have a video on YouTube on poses. No, sorry, I don't. I think poses means you need to study. If you struggle with poses, that means you struggle with anatomy. And I don't think I'm the right person to teach you anatomy, because my art is very stylized. Like, I had to learn the anatomy for years before I could stylize. So it's not really something that I think I can teach. The bits count for the raffle? No, it's only subs. It's on everything that counts to the counter up there. Oh yeah, we always speak English on these streams. That's very important. Because most people on the stream speak English. Not everyone speaks Portuguese. So we always try to make everyone feel included. I don't mind speaking a little bit of Portuguese every now and then. But the official language of the stream is English. I used to be able to find like a bunch of like stats on Twitch about like the people who watch the streams. Where do they come from? What gender are they? I feel like I haven't been able to find the gender lately. I'm very curious to see like, because most viewers on Twitch identify as male. But I feel like that's probably not the case with my community, and that was the case with me when I started because I did a lot of Smash content. But I feel like lately that hasn't been the case at all. Oh, thank you, Koggy. I love that I see the mods as like a monkey throwing a stick. Like, let me show you. Like, this is how I see it.
Oh yes!
Whoa, raid!
My queen!
Picard, hello! Welcome! Welcome! How was your stream? Thank you so much for raiding. Hello! What you guys do today? I saw you were doing skulls. I saw that on Instagram. Hello guys, welcome, welcome. Quad's Eye raid. Let's go, based and red pill. Let me just turn on the light real quick. Oops. Oh, is the light not turning on? Why? Oh, there it is. Nice. Hello, how's your stream? Was school studies? Nice. Guys, by the way, you guys were asking me about poses. If I had a video on poses, and I was telling the person who asked that if they struggle with poses, that means they probably need to study some anatomy. And I don't think I'm the best person to teach that because my art is very stylized. So if you'd like, so this is my art, let me show you. We just finished this drawing as well. And I was telling that my art is not very very stylized, so it's not good for like those kinds of like fundamental studies. But PCAT is someone that you definitely should check out because they also have a YouTube channel, very recent YouTube channel, but very, very informative, very good. If you're looking for art tutorials, definitely go there. It's true. It's true. You teach all the harsh truths. I don't wanna. Ow! Why am I getting bonked? It's true though. It's true, and you very much deserve it. You're doing a great job with your videos for sure. So yeah, welcome raiders. Thank you so much. Do you play Genshin or just draw the characters? I have a partnership with Genshin, so that's why I draw them. So this is like for the new banner that came out. I'm a little bit embarrassed because I don't know much about Genshin, but I'm partnered with them. But this is for the new banner that came out, and this character is in the banner. So you should go. You should give your life savings to Genshin Impact, please. Because you can get cute girls. Jokes aside though, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm working on this Princess Peach artwork for Princess Peach Showtime that's coming out. This is kind of like the main idea. It's not like 100% defined, but like yeah, this is kind of like the idea. You guys already do? Let's go. You wanted to do? Oh my god, do it! That's so exciting. Oh, if you do that, I'll be so happy. I'm glad. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so nice. So yeah, right now I'm working on lines. And I usually have a thing where I do thick lines on the outside, thin lines on the inside, but I feel like all the lines are quite thin here. I think this is gonna be a thinner lines kind of drawing. I'll pause the studies to drop it. Yes! We win today! Thank you for the hydrate. I feel like I'm definitely doing the thin lines inside, but outside I think they could be thicker. But I think it's also okay. Because there's gonna be, like, the coloring is gonna be pretty detailed. With, like, a bunch of stuff. So I think, I also don't want the line art to take too much, like, how do you call it? Not credit, but I don't want the line art to be too, like, the main character. I'm sorry, my English is not great. But we try. I think I'm probably gonna do base colors on this girly, and then we call it a day, and we move on to the other girlies. That seems like a good plan. Alright, Pika, thank you so much once again for stopping by and for raiding. I hope you can get some rest. Does that work? No. Oh, of course it doesn't work. Go! Clip Studio Paint Magic! Yeah! Awesome. Now I just need to remove this part. Okay. Now I delete this, because this is not supposed to be colored. Yeah, and there she is. Gorgeous as always. More colors. It's just the base color. Now I'm gonna do more lines. Sorry, today's a line kind of day. I'm enjoying line art today. I messed up. Okay. What is this? Set as draft layer. I don't know what that is. Look at how creepy. Wait. Look at how creepy it is without like the layer clip. I love doing line art. Line art's my favorite part, but like sometimes I'm not feeling line art. Sometimes I just want to sketch. Actually, the sketch is probably my favorite part. Yeah, take too much attention. That's it, that's it. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. I don't know why that happened. Ah, alright. Oops. Alright. Alright, now let's start with Sword Fighter Peach. Layer clip jump scare. An absolute classic. Okay, I'm gonna do my line art in black as always, and then I change it. I don't want the lines to compete. Like, I don't want the characters to compete too much. Like, I want this one to be the main one. Like, period, you know? So I think I'm gonna just overall use thinner lines on the others. And probably, you know, less shading, all that stuff. Clip Studio Paint is good. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming at first though, because it's got a lot of stuff. But, oh, it hurts me to use such thin lines. Just one pixel bigger. Yeah, she's the original. Exactly. You get me. Songs keeps making noises and I think so. What? Really? Hopefully the song is over. No, this one won't do that. I guess you have really good headphones to hear that, huh? Oh, I should have asked Pcat about the Tourbox. Tourbox wants to work with me again. But like I haven't been used. Do you guys remember that stream when I was using the Tourbox to draw? Because I was still getting used to it and it kept changing the face. It kept changing my VTuber's face. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was like the funniest shit ever. Like it kept changing my character's face. And I had no idea why. I feel like now that wouldn't happen. Because I changed the way I change my expressions on the VTuber. It was very funny. Like I would be drawing and then suddenly I would just become smug out of nowhere. And then I would be like, why am I smug? Then I'm back to like not being smug. And then I would keep drawing and after a while I'd be smug again. I think it had something to do with like the keybinds of like changing the expressions, but now with the stream deck I don't think that happens. So I'm gonna have to give it another try. And they want to work with me again, which is good. I love your style, thank you. I feel like I should use more vectors instead of trying to freehand everything. But we ball, you know, as they say. As they say in the faraway land of France, we ball, I believe. That works. This is something I really like about Procreate. It's the fact that it can fix your lines for you. And it really makes my line art process a lot faster. As they say in France, fuck it, we ball. You have really good hearing. Interesting. I have heightened senses. Oh, that's awesome. I'm blessed with heightened sense. I have something called sensory. Oh, I see. Damn, you can't have good things without, like, life nerfing you for them. I see. Hopefully everything's fine though, right? That's interesting. It's like a superpower. I just got so used to rasters that I feel like changing to vectors now would be slower. Yeah, I do some animation, but like it's not the kind of animation that you probably expect. It's more so. Am I showing the monitor or Clip Studio? I'm showing Clip Studio. Let me show the monitor for a bit. So, the type of animation that I make is like After Effects type of animations. So, how can I show you some animations that I make? Huh. Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to show you something that's not like a spoiler for anything I'm working on. But I do make some After Effects animations, but very simple stuff. Oh, I mean, if I go here, yeah, so this thing I animated myself. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I make. Very simple After Effects animations. I'm not like super good at it, but I have fun with it. I have fun for sure. I'm trying to find some stuff that I've made. There was the ponies one, I think was really cute. Was it 2022 already? Damn, is that vector? No, it's all rasters. I don't work with vectors. Oh, this one. So these, for example, you know, very simple like idle animations, like game-like. Very simple, but I like them. I have fun with these. That's the kind of stuff that I do. Yeah. I want to show you one, but like it's spoiler. It's for April Fools. Yes, we are streaming on April Fools, guys. There's something I'm gonna. I have a fun thing on April Fools. And it might have a special starting soon screen. Yeah, that was Flutter. That was a commission. When did you find your modern art style? I didn't quite find it. I actively looked for it. But it was in 2016. Like, it depends on what you consider like art style, right? Like for me, an art style is just the way you draw things. So like I've kind of always had the art style. Like, you kind of naturally develop an art style as you keep getting better at art, because it's just how it works, right? Like once you've got like the fundamentals and all that stuff, anything you draw is gonna be like anything you draw from memory is gonna be in your art style, I think. So like once you become good enough with fundamentals once you become good enough at fundamentals that you start like being able to draw things from memory, or just like lightly referencing and stuff like that, you know. I think your style just comes naturally. For me, I guess I did change my style in the sense where I completely changed the way things looked. But it was mostly just like changing how I did anatomy, how I did coloring, and like I guess the overall themes of my art kind of changed, and the way I did like, you know, like all the technical stuff, like coloring, colors I used, etc. Does that make sense? It won't be available on April Fools. April Fools, no, you're not supposed to lie now. I hope you guys. The April Fool's stream is gonna be like a very simple. It's gonna be a Monday, so I wonder if there's gonna be Mungie Monday. Maybe I'll do the thing and then Mungie Monday, like all at once, all in one stream. How long did it take to animate? Oh, I didn't rig my own model. I commissioned someone to do it for me. I don't know how to rig. Princess Peach Sword Fighter. What's my favorite art style? I guess anime, right? Can you call it? Though I don't know if anime can be reduced to a style. I think anime is more like a school of illustration almost. Like it's like basically the Asian school of illustration because it's mostly used in East Asia, in East Asian countries. Nowadays I feel like it's evolved way far beyond anime. But you know how like each continent has like their illustrations, like school of illustration, like for example the European school of illustration is very like you know, like what people usually call corporate design. America is very much like the comics and stuff like that. And then I would say like the Asian one, or like maybe you should say Japanese, but like I feel like other East Asian countries are like kind of following it a lot, because like it's also the style used in manhwa and Chinese comics as well. But I think yeah, anime has become more than a style. It's become like more of like a school, you know, like in an academic sense. Sorry, I just like yapping about random stuff. Oh yeah, I paid someone to do it for me because as much as I like doing stuff myself, like the art I did myself, the overlays I did myself, at the end of the day I'm just one person, and if I'm gonna like spend so much time learning a skill so that it becomes kind of mid, you know, the time I'm gonna be using like working on that is gonna be is not gonna be used in making things that I actually want to do. Who rigged your model? Suzuta. You can it was Suzuta. You can see my my credits on my it's on my Twitter bio, but it's also on my Twitch bio. Thank you, Neko. On Twitch you can just scroll down and you'll find it, but it's also on my Twitter, yeah. My papa. Suzuta speaks Japanese, but she has friends who speak English, so if you don't speak Japanese, you can just tell her and she'll work with you anyway. She's great. I really like her. Feeling a little anxious for some reason. Do you have any inspiration? Yeah, a lot of them actually. So many. Like I get inspiration from all sorts of places, from music to video games to other artists. If you do exclamation point style, there's like a Twitter thread where I talk about like a bunch of stuff that inspires me. So if you'd like to, those are like some of my main references for my work. And of course something you can also do, like if you're like an artist, I think something that you should also always do, and I don't see a lot of people like do it for some reason. I think people just don't think of doing it. But usually on social media, like people's following tabs is public, right? Like you can check people's following. So if you like an artist, you can check which artists they follow, and you know, and get to. Someone calls bacon. I love bacon. Yes, I love bacon so much. Bacon is a big inspiration for me. Absolutely. I think his work is amazing. Bacon was actually one of the artists I started looking at way recently, because of the way because I've been wanting to draw like more mature looking characters. You know, like sexier girls and stuff like that, and I think Bacon does it really well and really tastefully. Thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome. Song is this? Wait, what am I listening to? Tripod Baby Shadow the Hedgehog? What is this? I wasn't even like noticing like what I was listening to. Cozy Art Fun Raid! I hope your stream went well. Thank you so much. Wait, no, this is not Jet Set Radio. Why is it giving you that? Okay, it should work now. Can you try again? Hey, it's happening again. The song command not working. I don't know, Kiko Star. You've been asking like 3 times and you never gave us the answer. Like you've been just asking the same question over and over and over and over. I don't know why scientists don't trust patterns. Like I read it the 2 other times you repeated it. Yes, it's definitely a joke, but like, you could have just given the response. You've done the setup 3 times already. Oh, it's already 7. That's crazy. I feel like I need to end the stream soon. I'm tired. Because they make up everything. Yeah, that would have been good. Exactly. Why is the song's not like swapping? Okay, YouTube is acting really weird. Is it loud? Oops, sorry. Thank you. The game is peak. I like the demo. Did you enjoy it? I thought it was very fun. And cute. Yeah, the song's great. I don't think I've played Omega Strikers this year. I'm so sad. But I never feel like... Whenever Neff asks me if I want to play Omega Strikers, I'm always like... I feel like their announcement that the game was gonna die killed the game. You know? The fact that they said that they were gonna stop updates and the game was gonna die made me lose my will to play it at all. The game is very, very fun, but like, they've already announced in November that they were gonna stop updating it and the servers were gonna die eventually. So like, you get bots. Oh, I keep getting the same teams. I don't get bots at all. But also bots wouldn't be fun. It's a shame. The game is so fun. But I don't think now would be a good time to start, because like, they kind of killed the game by announcing it was gonna get shut down. And the worst part was they said they were not gonna like update the game anymore. They wouldn't add any more skins, they wouldn't do anything else, but now they keep adding skins. And they're like, oh, we just love the game so much, we want to keep updating it. And it's like, I get it, but like... Now I don't want to play anymore. Cause like, what are you playing it for, right? I haven't played it in a long time either. We're talking about Omega Strikers. Oh, you like Toho? Nice. It is a great game. I played it for a long, like I played it very not obsessively, but like I played it every single day for a long time. They should have kept updating, give more effort to it. I kinda add more game modes. Yeah, I think more game modes would be good. Like, in my opinion, like I think the game is too simple to be competitive and it's too competitive to be casual. And that was a big mistake that they made. It's like, the game is very fun, so it should be good for, it should be a casual game, in my opinion. But for them to make a casual game, the matches are too long. Like, I think the matches are way too long for it to be a casual game that you just like pick up and play like for 5 minutes. And I feel like the matches should be like 5 minutes at most long, in my opinion. I think like the matches being like 20 minutes long on average is way too competitive for how simple the game is. Toho is a confusing franchise. I don't understand anything. I don't think it's too late. I think Toho is getting really popular now. So Toho is a bunch of indie games made by one guy called Zun. They started in the PC 98 era, but like it became more famous after Toho 6, the embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. That was like the first game that really took off, like where Toho really took off, I think. It's like probably the most popular game to this day. But the cool thing about Toho is not the games. Like, the games are very much whatever. In my opinion. They're fun, but like the real special thing about Toho is the fan base. It's like the fandom. And there's the Toho community, at least 10 years ago, was like an absolute, like, it was absolute insanity. People were making fan-made anime, fan-made like music, fan-made artworks. Like, the fan-made content that Toho had was something like incredibly special that I've never seen anywhere else. Like, for example, Comiket was literally TohoCon, you know? I'm gonna head out, guys. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Comiket was literally like TohoCon for the longest time. And, you know, that's where a lot of groups like IOSIS, etc. like started. And, really good circles were making music for it. Really good fan-made anime. Just in general, it was the sort of like indie franchise that was very hard carried by the fans. And like, it's still going. Like, games are still coming out. Manga is, I don't know if the Kosuzu manga is still coming out actually, but a lot of stuff is still coming out. I don't think like the fandom is as active as it once was, but before you could really obsess over it because it was one hell of a rabbit hole. But I understand it's not easy to get into it because, like, at the start, like, you start seeing stuff about it and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, is this an anime? What is this? And then you see the games and you're like, no, this can't be it. Right? Like, this looks so bad. This looks so ugly. Like, this can't be it. Like, this shitty game can't be the start of it all. But it is. And so I think that's really cool. That's what that's the coolest thing about Toho. It's that you don't even understand what I feel like it's like Vocaloid at some point. It's like you start seeing the characters everywhere, but you're like, who are these characters? what is this Toho thing? I don't get it. So yeah, Dojin game culture has influenced some Western hits. Yeah, true. And the amount of Dojin content that was in Toho is something very, very special that I feel like we're never going to see again. Like, genuinely. It was such a crazy... It is very difficult. The games are very hard. 1000%. I never got to an extra stage, because like in order to get to the extra stage, you have to complete the game in normal without any continues, and I never managed to do it in any of the games. Even on Toho 7, which was like supposedly the easiest one, Perfect Cherry Blossom, I could not beat that thing on normal without continuous. It's so hard. Pioneered the bullet hell genre? Did it pioneer it? I think it revolutionized it. I don't know if it pioneered it. Because before you had Space Invaders, right? And the music was... The best part about Toho was the characters and the music. A lot of people got into yokai and like Japanese culture through Toho. Like, everything I know about yokai and stuff, I learned from Toho. I remember the first time I managed to name all the characters that appeared on Bad Apple. I felt so good. Like, it was such an achievement for me. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't know if it's too late to get into Toho. Probably not, because there's a lot of people getting into Toho now. Like, Chomp is very into it now. Yeah, I wouldn't say it pioneered it either. Future Toho games could be like 2000s Mario games. Still 2D yeah, it's like I personally don't really enjoy current Toho. Right now, I think the characters are uninteresting. I don't like the character designs either. So it's kind of like whatever to me right now, but I still think of it like very fondly. Especially like those older characters. And I feel like the people who enjoy Toho nowadays, they're still like enjoying the stuff like that existed before, you know? Like they're still enjoying the characters from, you know, Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, etc., like that are really, really old games. Is there a Metroidvania for Toho? Yes, it's called Luna Knights, I believe. There are fighting games as well, yeah. I think the fighting games are semi-official. And Zune was one of the first... Zune was the kind of guy to be like, you can do whatever you want with this game. You can make like fan content, you can sell it all. And while yes, I do think it also pioneered a lot of stuff on the West, I feel like Toby Fox never had even a tenth of Zune's like stance on the thing, because Toby Fox at the time really tried to make people not sell any Undertale fan content. Like he would like tell people to like not bully, but like he would kind of tell people to convince artists at artist alleys not to sell Undertale merchandise, and he also like threatened to like speak to a lawyer if anyone was selling like fan-made content and stuff like that, and then his lawyer told him he was insane and he couldn't do that, so he kind of had to give up on the idea. But that's why I can't really compare Toho to Undertale, because I think just like the stance of the creator is completely different. The stance of Toby Fox regarding fan content of Undertale is just like, it's not comparable to Zune. And Zune, yeah, that was the thing, that happened. And that was kind of when I stopped like respecting Toby Fox as much as I did before. Of course I still respect him a lot as like a game creator and like a creative, but I think like if you're drinking so much from Toho for your own work, it's a little bit of a spit to the face to like allow people to do what made Toho so special, in my opinion. Like, of course, you don't have to allow people to do whatever they want with your IP, like Zoom did. I think what Zoom did was also kind of insane, to be honest. He was just like, yeah, I don't care, just do whatever you want with this IP. Which was kind of insane. But I did not really like that. I did not really support that stance from Toby Fox. I think this was like in 2017 or so. This was like really a long time ago. Wasn't that the whole issue with Undertale? I have no idea. I don't even know what Undertale Yellow is. I just know it's Undertale with guns. Is it a fan game? Like, I'm not even... I'm not in the loop. I have no idea. Hi, I'm new. I love your art on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. So, yeah. I don't really know how any of that works, but yeah, I do think it's, like... It's kind of shitty to do that. Because I remember him making a statement, like, my lawyer said I couldn't do anything. Are you going to play this live? I would like to, yeah. I'll see how I feel when the game comes out, and I'll see how people react to... I'll see if there's like any bullying happening or anything, because if any sort of bullying happens, I think it's not worth playing this game on stream. I'd rather enjoy it on my own. I can understand him wanting to defend the copyrights of the game, but warning to call his lawyer. At the end of the day, like, what is copyright and what belongs to you and what belongs to... and what doesn't, right? And what belongs to the artist. Like, does Nintendo own this Princess Peach that I'm drawing right now? I don't think they do. Do I own the character that I'm drawing? No, not... That's also not true. Like, both things can be true. The Undertale Yellow devs reached out to Toby and asked if they could use the property, and he said, yeah, cool. Wow. Is the game paid or is the game free? I'm guessing the game is free. It's free, yeah. That explains it. That explains it, because I remember what Toby Fox said at the time was like, if you wanna like commission someone to draw an Undertale character, that's fine, but the artist cannot profit out of like their drawing of my character. That was like the idea, and that's like the whole thing of fan art and doujin culture, and the whole thing that inspired his work, right? That's the beauty of it. If you're not selling it online, you're not getting sued. I mean, I don't know. I agree with the Japanese on this. Like, I think as long as you're not using any official stuff, like as long as you're not using, for example, if you want to sell Marikyuun merch for whatever reason, I don't recommend it because it's not gonna sell. Trust me, I've tried at cons. If you want to use like my likeness, like my character, to sell like merchandise, you have my blessing. Like, if you're an artist that creates like, you know, keychains, whatever, with me, you have my blessing. Feel free to do it. As long as you're not using anything that I made, for example, as long as you're not using my logo on it, as long as you're not using this pattern that's on the background, right? As long as you're not using anything I drew, like my model itself, you know? That's the same principle that you know, Japan has with fan art most of the time. And that's the one I believe in. That's the one that makes sense to me. It's fan content that made Undertale big. Yep, absolutely. Same thing for Toho. Without fan content, those fandoms would not exist. That's why I think it's extremely like... That's why I think it's extremely hypocritical to do something like that. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Of course, like Toby Fox is free to do whatever he wants with the IP, and I would never sell. I myself don't want to like sell any Undertale products or Deltarune products. At least, like, I don't want to get into that because, like, if the creator is uncomfortable with it, like, I'm not gonna be the one to going right away. Yeah, feel free. Like, you have my blessing to do that. I really don't mind. Like, you drew it yourself as long as you're not using something I made directly, and it's all something that you did. All AI work is public domain. No one wants to hear it. I feel like everyone says that. That is pretty. People talk about that a lot. I just think it's shitty to try to make money off of AI creations, but that's me. It's like pick up a pencil. Do it. If you use AI to generate new images from Mari's artwork, that's a big. Oh no, yeah, no. Wait, what? Are we talking about putting my art on the AI? No, I'm against that. Don't do that. Copy the style all you want, but do it yourself. Like, I don't want no. If that's what you guys were asking, no. Yo, Pink Pastel, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. Going to print out Mari's art onto blankets and become a millionaire. Yeah, I'm sure millions of people would want to buy that. I'm no Iron Mouse, you guys know that. Oh, okay, I think we worked a lot today. AI model training without the artist agreement is immoral. So true. I agree. Alright. I'm tired. Okay, so we did this. So today we finished this drawing. There we go. We did most of the shading and final effects on this Chiori drawing. And we also did the line art on these two girlies. So that was a lot. That was a lot. We did a lot. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest as well. I do think using AI for fun is kind of whatever. Like, if you're just a guy, you know, like, if you're just a guy working on, like, their D&D campaign. Oh, wait, no, it's already nighttime. Oh, no, I forgot about that. One sec. I'm making myself... I'm changing the weather real quick. Okay, there you go. I love your style. Thank you so much. I drew my tuber myself. What was I saying? Like, if you're just a guy, you know, doing a D&D campaign with your friends, and you would like to see your characters come to life, and, like, you're not gonna commission an artist anyway, or, like, you're gonna use a pick crew or something, you know, that's kind of it. Like, who are you hurting, right? I'm late, but hello from Peacock Raid. Welcome, thank you so much. We're gonna be raiding someone as well, so please stay, so that we can say hi to them. Let's see, if it isn't for commercial use, it kind of depends. It kind of depends, I don't know. Oh, we can raid Mia today. Mia's doing art, so we can raid her. I think she's gonna appreciate it. Yeah, so guys, please don't go anywhere. We're gonna be raiding another artist today. If you enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to follow, you know, all those things. I also have other socials where you can find me. I'm mostly on YouTube. But I post them to Twitter, I post them to Instagram, all that stuff. And we're gonna be raiding Mia. She is an artist and VTuber from Spain. Spain is my neighbor country. So yeah, so give Mia lots of love. Thank you for watching the stream, I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See you guys on Friday. We have a debut on Friday, by the way, don't miss it. Friday's gonna be hype. Friday's gonna be a huge stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, bye bye. Please come on Friday. Bye bye.